Master Dutchy Beats.
When with big afros. Oh shit, okay, I'll stop talking about that.
Nah, man, that shit was good.
No, because they'll hear it. They'll be like, yo, you fucking, what the fuck?
See, that's why this podcast could never really grow, man, because we never want to talk the truth on it. We never want to give it the real talk.
Yeah. No, man. So
I forget you draw sometimes, actually.
Yeah. I just couldn't be bothered, innit? I was like, I can't be fucking bothered, man. Just holler at Greg Blackman, innit? I sent him his stuff. They were like, nah, can you just do it? And I was like, okay, I'll fucking do it then, innit?
See,
so I've got to do that in a bit.
This is the thing, yeah. I feel bad sometimes, yeah, because Wordsmith messaged me a couple of days ago and was like, oh, can you shoot a video for me?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, I don't have time to do it. I don't have time. And he was like,
I get that a lot.
He was like, even if I pay you, I'm like, even if you pay me, like, you can't even.
Yeah, same.
Like, and I feel like it's one of the ones where he felt like I was kind of darking him off, innit? I'm like, nah, holler at Amos, because Amos is like, Amos is doing that, and he has the time and everything. Yeah, it's just like
that's what I do. I just put people into like, I know a guy called Jed, innit? Jed Thomas. I say, look, holler at Jed Thomas, innit? Or holler at Simon Sidekicks. They're both two other video guys that I know. I ain't got time. I don't do it anymore because I ain't got time. I'll only do like my own videos, and even then I'll hire someone else to film it, and then I'll just edit it. Do you know what I mean? I'll do the editing. But I can't. I was like, I can't do it because I've got too much other shit going on. And then they were like, yeah, but I said, no, I can't do it, bruv, because otherwise I'm going to be stressed out, and I don't want to be stressed out.
That's the thing, and I think like even with paid work, yeah, obviously the majority of the work, like all of it is paid work that's offered to do it, but it's just like you can't pay me enough to do it because it's not even about the money anymore. It's a stress thing. It's a thing that I've got to be like. Sorry, I just did I did one for my youth work, yeah. So with the kids, it's kind of different because it's like literally they got no money, no one else that can do it for them. So I'd be like, all right, cool, fuck it, I'll do it. So every now and then I'll do one of their videos. But even with that, yeah, it's like, it's mad stress because it's like, all right, cool, we got to choose a day to do it. The day I'm filming, I can't really do much else. Then it's like, I got to edit it. Editing's going to take me a good 8 hours. Then it's like, that 8 hours that I could be doing something else. 8 hours I'm not getting paid for. Like, I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just doing it. So it's one of them things, man. People just don't get it. It's like, man, I wish I could just let you lot see how busy I am, but also as well, you need time to just fucking, like, time to chill, man.
Yeah, you need time to not be busy. You can't fill every minute of every day up with something, like with doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
The best way to get sick.
Yeah, I've done it before, bro. I was fucking collapsed, innit? So I was like, nah, bro, this is fucked. So your body starts showing signs of stress, and then you end up fucking dying or something, or getting cancer, or getting a fucking stroke. So what's the point? So,
and I've been trying to say no to everything. Like I've been for the longest time. If someone asks me to do something, the first answer I always say is no. Even if I think I can do it, I always say no because I know there's other stuff that's gonna get in the way. And maybe if I find there is some free time, or if like it's a situation where, you know what I mean, they really want me to do it, then I'm like, all right, cool. But for the most part, I need to get firmer at saying like no to everything, like, and just focus on just doing my stuff, man.
Yeah, for real.
So what you lot been up to anyway, man?
Just that really, man. Just doing. I was marking loads of students' work this week. Yeah. All their projects and shit, and then trying to do my own music as well, and then other stuff. So it's like, yeah, man, just full on, innit? So then when you do get time for a little time where you don't have to do something, you don't want to do anything, innit? So yeah.
I just want to go. Terry's old haunt.
Where's that?
Southsea.
Oh yeah.
South. Where's that?
Portsmouth.
Next to Portsmouth.
Oh, what, you used to go down there a lot?
No, my mum lived there.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I was down there. I was down there a fair amount. It's a fucking weird place, Southsea. Did you go to Southsea then?
Nah, I wanted to, but I'm gonna try. I don't know. Try and go next week or something.
Southsea, like the actual Southsea Pier, and all of that kind of area is kind of cool. And then you slowly make your way into Portsmouth, and then it just starts to get really weird.
Once you get to the KFC, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
because it's funny because when I used to do the youth work over there, it was obviously the Portsmouth side. So I was just like, okay, this is what it is. And it wasn't until I was with you, Terry, that went to the other side. I was like, what the fuck is all green and is fucking...
Well, where's that place that I came and saw you play? What was it called?
Oh, that was
that pub.
Oh,
that big.
No,
pub.
which one you're talking about? Yeah, the big pub, but it's like they got a big venue.
They got a pub and there's like a vent. There's like
yeah.
See, that's still officially Southsea.
Really?
Yeah. That's I know it's mad, isn't it? But like you kind of go a little bit down that road, and there's like little kind of coffee places and like a skate shop and stuff like that, and it kind of it starts slowly but surely turning into like kind of Southsea as you get a bit further down there. But yeah, it's a weird old place, Southsea.
So I remember the first time we went there to Portsmouth, innit, to sell CDs and stuff. We went to that bit and we drove to this Southsea bit, and we were like, nah, no one's gonna buy from us here, innit? And then
I didn't come with you. I couldn't have been. I weren't with you then, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't think because I don't remember like the shopping area. They're the bits all stick in my mind, innit, from when you're selling CDs.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's just not. It's not sticking in my mind. But I can't imagine we would have had much fun.
No, the reason my mum moved down there like 10 years ago or whatever it was now is my uncle and my aunt moved down there like in the 80s, like early 90s, like late 80s. Because my whole family's from Watford. It's like they're all from, like, my mum's side is from Watford. And my dad's side's from like kind of I'm not going to say it because it's kind of where right where AC lives is where my dad's side's from.
Edinburgh, yeah.
Yeah, Edinburgh, yeah. They're all from Narnia. So I used to go down there quite a lot as a kid. Like my uncle had a place called Wittering, which is just down the road. Which is, if you're going to go anywhere, man, go to Wittering.
Yeah.
Southsea, go to West Wittering. It is one of the maddest beaches in the country, and it's only like an hour and a half away. Like the Downs in West Wittering, it's like you're in the Sahara Desert, and then you're breaking out into the Caribbean. Beautiful, man. It's absolutely stunning. But yeah, I used to go down to Portsmouth as a kid, and I just remember it being, I don't know, really intimidating, really grey, really like kind of full of concrete. And then someone told me years later that the Portsmouth Council got a special deal on concrete to build all their car parks and shopping centres and all that kind of stuff. And 10 years later, they realised why they got a special deal when it all went green.
That is such a Doughboy story, isn't it? They got a job lot from Doughboy.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a weird place, Portsmouth, man. Strange place.
A lot of these seaside places are. Like, a lot of these seaside places, you're just like, you I don't know, you think of beaches, you think it's going to be all sweet. But like, even, like I said the other day, like even Bournemouth it looks nice, but there's some rough places, man.
Yeah,
Go a little way away. Wherever the most of the fast food places are, once you get there, you're just like, okay.
Once you start hitting every other shop as a chicken shop, you're like,
yeah.
Actually, I'm getting into the wrong side of town here. So like Southampton, Portsmouth, and a few other places, then they're by the coast, but they're not seaside places. You know, like you think of seaside, like
ports, isn't it? Ports.
Yeah, they're port towns, exactly.
Yeah. Southampton's a port town, yeah.
Southampton's 100%
like Great Yarmouth as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I fucking love Southampton, though. It's one of my favourite places.
Yeah, Southampton's cool, man.
Yeah.
Southampton was the place I sold the most amount of CDs in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think I did over.
It's a very underrated town, man. Like
£500 in a day.
Addict used to be based down there in Southampton.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I used to go down.
Wait, I know that.
Yeah, did you come down with me one time?
No, but I think I've definitely seen it.
Yeah. You used to go to Southampton.
I have been to Southampton with you,
Yeah. Everybody was wearing Addict. But I used to go down there back in the day to the warehouse and they let me just go in the warehouse and pick whatever I wanted. Then you go in. Then you go and DJ. I was part of this thing called the Addict Beats Collective. So it's like all the DJs that they sponsored. And then you go to this. There used to be, I think it's still there actually. I think it's on its last legs. But there was a place called the Orange Rooms.
Okay.
Orange Room's sick.
Yeah. We all used to go and play at the Orange Rooms afterwards. There was the Orange Rooms, and then there was the place next door, which I can never remember. And they kind of, whichever time we were down there, we were playing at one of those ones. But it used to be like me, the Next Men. Fuck, who else used to be down there? There used to be loads of us that went down there, like and play for these addict nights, and they used to put on these mad lineups on like a Tuesday night at like a little place like the Orange Rooms.
One of my exes used to work there, innit? At Orange Rooms.
Is it?
Yeah. They used to do a banging Sunday roast as well.
Yeah.
On the Sunday, it was like it was quite nice, man. Yeah.
I went there with LTJ Buckham.
Yeah.
That was a place when I MC'd to him. That's where he went, Southampton.
Is that a Rhino?
I can't remember, man.
Yeah, Rhino was Craig David's dad's club, innit?
Is it?
Serious?
Yeah.
I used to be at Rhino all the time. There used to be a night called Special Limited Edition down there.
Yeah.
The guy that ran that, he ended up being a comedian, and I saw him at a comedy night years after, and he like kind of started taking a piss out of me about something. So I was looking at him thinking, I know who you are. Like that, and he didn't recognise me at all.
Yeah.
And after, I can't remember where he was taking a piss out of me. I looked like Phil Mitchell or something like that. I can't remember what it was. He was just picking on me, as comedians do. And then afterwards, I can come across quite aggressive sometimes when I don't really mean to.
Battle dwarf status.
Yeah, battle dwarf engage. And I just I ran after him, and but I was running after him because
after the show
after the show, yeah, he came off stage, and I just fucking pelted out my seat and ran after him. And his arsehole went because he thought I was coming after him to start a fight, but I was coming after him because I was going to go, yo, mate, I used to DJ for you at the fucking
yeah.
And as I was getting closer, he spotted me and just fucking pelted it and ran into the backstage. I never talked to him. So still to this day, he thinks I was going to go beat him up.
Yeah.
He probably tells that story on fucking Have I Got News?
Oh, what, is he being on there as well? Is he on there?
I don't know. He's like a comedian that does the circuit now.
Oh, okay.
It was it was near the club we went to. Was near. I swear they got like a Turtle Bay there. They got like a Caribbean restaurant. And I remember going there, and the club was quite near there.
What, when me and you played?
Nah, this was when I went with Danny.
Oh yeah.
Like the flipping Turtle Bay though. That's not that old, is it? They started in like 2014, didn't they, or something? I think they did in England.
So when did I?
No, when did they start? It definitely wasn't Jamaica.
I'm trying to think where, because when did I quit? Actually, no, yeah, you're right. It could have been after that. Actually, it could have been after 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were emceeing for Buckham relatively recently, though, weren't you?
I guess so. Kind of like that. It's not too far away. But
no.
I haven't spoken to him for a good 5 years. So
yeah.
Don't he live in another country now? Say
half the actually. We're not talking about it.
Yeah. Where he lives.
Not even where he lives, but
the
I ain't talking about nothing with him, man. I ain't talking about nothing about him. He's too, yeah.
Well, he's from the same state as I'm from, isn't he?
Yeah.
Someone told me they met him out abroad, innit, and he lives out there now, innit, but I can't remember what country it was.
Yeah, it's a nice country. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
He's a good person to speak to. I always find if you can have conversations as an artist, if you can have conversations with big artists who kind of really know the industry, like they got some gems for you, and he's one of them people, and he's probably the richest person I've ever spoken to, and like it's cool just to kind of get like his perspective, because we always do this thing where we look at celebs on TV and stuff, and like, to be fair, like he is a celeb, like he's
100%.
Like it's and because I never met him through music, and I was never a fan of his music, or I never knew him as an artist. I knew him as him, innit?
Yeah.
So that's how I got to know him. So always just kicking it.
Then?
Yeah. So that's how I got to know him. So we used to kick it. He was he is proper safe. But then so having that, there was no like when he was like, "Oh, do you want to come MC for me?" It wasn't like, "Oh shit, great." It was just like, "All right, cool, yeah, I'll do that." And then when I got when we got to the venue, then I was like, oh shit. And obviously I'd looked up who he was years before that, like when I first met him and seeing the things he's done, and obviously he's spoken to me, so I knew he was a big artist. It wasn't until I got to which one did we do first? I think we did Southampton first, then Fabric. When we got to Southampton, like the reaction he got from people outside was the same reaction that Jay-Z would get, that Kanye would get. It was nuts, and I was just
especially at Fabric, like you walk. See what you're talking about? People who are like kind of on the upper echelons of a music scene, or the music scene, or the music, who have a wealth of like kind of experience inside all levels of it. But with someone like Buckham, and there's not many people like it around, he is actually the godfather of the scene. Like there's you don't get to meet many people like that. There's maybe like Scream and Benga, who are the godfathers of dubstep, and there's obviously like the godfathers of jungle and stuff like that. Like none of their names come to my head at the moment, which is really embarrassing. But like
I thought you wanted the godfathers of jungle. But
yeah,
you're drum and bass.
Oh no, not me. I was too young, man.
He's the godfather of Biscuit Step. But like Buckham is the godfather of liquid drum and bass. Like, that scene has proliferated across the world with like diehard fans. So like when you're talking to someone like that, you're talking to someone who actually like kind of, if not all out invented, actually crafted like a genre of music. It's fucking mental, man, when you talk to someone like that.
But you'll say something like, you'll play a song and be like, oh, that new Dre song's good. Yeah, Dre's cool, man. And he'll be like, yeah, when I was with him, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, yeah, nah, he like how I did this, or we did it. We collabed on a few little things, and you know what I mean? You're like, wait, what the hell? Like, it's this next level. I think actually, he was the one who told me about Dre's setup with his was it him? Or it might be Nihai, one of them, about his setup with his compressors, of how they work. With like, you'll have one team working on a snare, and then they'll get the compressor right, and then they'll solder it, and that'll be it. That compressor will be for that snare.
Fucking hell.
Fucking like a 30 grand bit of kit. And it's just, that's just it. No. We're not using for the next bit,
on it.
we'll use another one. For the next one, we'll use another one. They'll just have walls and walls. It's like, damn, man. Like, okay. It's crazy, man.
Nuts.
I think he still works like that now, all digital.
I think Dre still works like that. Because I think, and you know what's the mad thing about Dre? I don't even think he's even thinking about putting music out anymore. I just think he just loves it so much. That's just what he does. And he'll work with certain artists, but I reckon we hear like 1% of what he makes. We just hear the tip of the iceberg. Just that's the way Dre works. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of sad in a way, but then when you think about it, it's the same as like Prince.
Yeah.
You're not hearing all the stuff he did because he's a super perfectionist. And
that's why when all those leaked things come out, it's cool, isn't it? When people leak all of that stuff.
Nah, but it's not though. You know why? Because those artists didn't want it. So I'm not cool with that shit. To me, that's like some leaked nudes, yeah? If I post my nudes, right? Fucking fuck out, right? I posted that shit, then cool. Have your fill, yeah? But if I got some secret shit that I didn't want it to post and it leaks, then I'm gonna be pissed.
The day your nudes leak on the internet is the day that I leave you. The day that I give up my membership to the
close the laptop.
Did you see that one of Will Smith the other day?
Oh well, it was good when it lasted. Oh well.
Right.
Let's read some books. Let's read.
Did you see Will Smith what he was doing the other day?
Big Willie. Now what's he doing?
He was like standing there showing his body's like all got flabby and everything.
Okay.
He's in some tight boxes and that, and just standing there all flabby and that. Yeah. And then he's gone and then he's like working out, and then he hasn't shown the end result.
Maybe you gotta wait. Maybe you gotta wait a little while, AC. You ain't gonna get.
Yeah, maybe only the other day.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was like, what's this? Like, what's he doing? He's just standing there and he was like, yeah, man, this is incredible or something. And then he just went and he was working out. He was all flabby and stuff. Like, because you've seen him how he was for Ali, innit? The Ali film. And
that's a long time ago, though.
Yeah, but now he just looks like flabby as fuck. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay.
I feel him.
So you know, you're showing me your flab. and then now you're in the gym, but then you didn't show the end result. Because I was thinking, oh, it was one of those, because you know he's like the motivational speaker guy now, innit? So I was thinking, okay, so he's gonna do this. The next bit's the montage of him working out in the gym. He had the montage, and then that was it. Then it was just back to the flap. I was like,
maybe he just didn't make it, man. I've done it before, man. I've had times where I posted. It's like accountability. So you post a picture of yourself where you're like out of shape and be like, you post it up like, yeah, this is me, but I'm about to do something, and then the thing I do is go to the McDonald's drive-through. It just didn't. It just didn't happen. Like 6 months later, there's no update pic. I'm just like, yo, I'm out.
Right,
man.
this is me now, and then you think, right, I could probably murk a few Pop-Tarts before I get to it, and then next thing you know, you're on Amazon bulk buying.
Have you seen that TikTok where the guy's like, it's a picture. It's like, just like, this is me. This is me 6 months ago.
This is me 6 months ago. I was addicted to drugs. I was drinking too much.
I was drinking shit. I was eating too much, drinking shit. And then you started moving. And this is me now, because I don't quit shit. Gang, gang.
Love that shit, gang, gang.
I was like, that's fucking genius, man. I was thinking like the other day, the biggest or most impactful and relevant form of art at the moment for the last decade has been memes. Like memes are so impactful, and like the TikTok generation now, or the TikTok movement, is kind of like just moving memes. It's the same shit. Like when shit goes viral, it is just some stupid shit. Like it's funny, man.
It's brilliant because it's a level playing field as well. If you're funny and you've got something good to say, then you're going to get attention. Yeah. And that's it. It's fucking great. It all comes out of your head. And if you can make something funny, you can go viral. Like I did this stupid shit. And I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before, right? I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. You know, on Facebook at the moment, there's all those memes knocking around with like, what was your pet's name when you were growing up? And what was this like, and all this kind of stuff. And it's basically just companies like putting stuff out there to fish you to get your like kind of your information so they can guess your fucking passwords. That's all it is. What was your first job? What was your mother's maiden name? So I put one up the other day saying your superhero name is your long card number plus your expiry date.
Did you get any? Did you get any biters?
No, everybody was laughing.
That's hilarious.
Laughing. But it got like, I don't know, 80 likes or something like that, like most of my stupid shit on Facebook gets. But I'm not shitting you, within like a day, it got like 200 shares. It's fucking mad. Like all this stuff. It's just a throwaway little thing that's just come out of my head. And I'm sure I've seen it on someone else's wall before, like a couple of years ago or whatever. But you can make an impact just like that. And just through something that's come out of your head. I mean, if it was on a different platform or whatever, it would have got like 1,000 shares probably, because it's just something really dumb and stupid that people can laugh at. And that's what memes are supposed to be. It's fucking brilliant. Some of them, like I lose my shit at a meme at least once a day. Just 100%. Crying, laughing at it.
At the beginning of lockdown, I must have posted something about just, I don't know where it was. It was one of my, you know how I do my quotes. And I kind of thought nothing of it. And then the next thing on Facebook, it had like 33 million reach.
Yeah.
Like, what? I got 10,000 followers in one day.
Fucking hell.
From that, it was nuts. Then it went on to Reddit and then got upvoted like 90,000 times or one. And then there was like, it was one, what's it called? Black Twitter Reddit, like 90,000. And then it was also on white Twitter Reddit, like
white Twitter
40,000. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And I've seen, like, I've done things before. Actually, today, somebody has stolen one of my posts and made a meme out of it and just cropped me out of it. And I was like, what? How are you gonna take? You just took my joke. Yeah. It's happened to me probably at least 2 or 3 times.
It happens to me all the time, right? It happens to me all the time. There, you know, you know, they had like the Obama inauguration, and then the Trump inauguration, and then whatever, and it showed the difference of amount of people. I did one where it's the Obama inauguration, the Trump inauguration, then breakbeat party underneath, and there was like, which I found fucking hilarious, and it got shared loads of times and whatever. But then, and this is the thing about memes. Do we? I know it's our property, it's our intellectual property when we put it out there, but like someone I know nicked it, didn't credit me. Everybody else was just sharing it with my name on it. It's whatever, but like. This guy nicked it, put it up, didn't credit me at all. And that happened with my fucking long card number thing the other day as well. And I went on there on his one, like the breakbeat party one, and I put underneath, what, no credit, question mark. And I just got fucking flamed by everybody on there going, no one owns memes. I bet you shared memes without crediting them before and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff.
It's not about the credit of the meme. It's about you cutting my shit out. Like, you saw who posted it, and you deliberately cropped it, so I'm not in it. Like, and
this is exactly what this guy did. Yeah. He took it off my page, cropped it, so my name and my thing wasn't in it, and then posted it on his.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. There was one of the meme pages. This was on like when I still use Facebook, and I put up I think I was driving back from Parkies, and I saw this mango pharmacy. So I took a picture of it.
I was going to mention this because I thought about this the other day. Well, who was it? Dapper Laughs that nicked it or whatever.
Loads of people. Like over the years, it's been taken a good. Someone even took a different, found a different mango pharmacy and then redid the joke, but used a different photo. And so when I went onto the page originally, and I was just like, yo, you stole my joke. They were, well, if you want credit here, we can give you, like, I'm just like, nah, like, ain't even that. It's not even that deep. Mm-hmm. It's just that you've gone through the process of seeing something that's going viral, and then you've just cropped it because you want to go viral. And it's just like, that's just super weird. But I feel like maybe because we're creators, we see things a bit differently. I don't know.
Yeah, I tell you, you know when the new £5 notes came out, the plasticized £5 notes. So I saw it on someone else's wall that you could hold it on a record while it rotated.
Oh yeah.
And the vibration would play the records. So we tried it at the studio, and we just did it as a little like kind of silly thing to put up on the Rise page.
Yeah.
And we put up on the, and it didn't even get that many views. It got like 30,000 views or something. Like, but it got 30,000 views really quickly. So we did it. Got hit up by, who was it? It was one of these agencies, right? One of these agencies hit us up, paid us £1,000 for it, and they used it.
See, that's cool.
How fucking mad is that?
If you're gonna pay for it, that's wicked.
Yeah,
like,
it's wicked.
But then it's like
this as well.
That's to me. That's like
send them the video. Like, take it down. We sent them the video, and they used it, and they credited it for us.
See, that's. I feel like that's the way. Like, in this era, you know what it is. I'll tell you what it is, because you understand the value of content. Everything is content.
Yeah.
So whenever there is some content, you should be credited for it, because content is valuable. Like, it's not. It's not. I don't know. Like, it has value. It has weight to it, right? So you should be credited, and it's just weird when someone who understands, because it's all these pages are pages that run on content. Right? So you know how valuable content is, that you've stolen mine, and you didn't even credit me for it. Like, that's when it don't cost you anything to say, yo, my man did this. Like, we stole his thing. Well, we saw this, we liked it, we posted it. Imagine it if it's like, I guess our minds as well, because again, we create stuff, we create music. Imagine me hearing a song, AC's got a new song about fucking STDs. I just take all the lyrics and go, yeah, this is my song now. I just put my name. It's like, what the fuck? I wrote the fucking song. What are you doing?
Got to be careful, mate. It sounds like he's rounding up to Nick Lydia.
I'm trying to, man. Lydia, Hakamidia. AC, your mic off. I can't hear you. Actually, you might bet me off since you're eating. Man's having a 3-course.
No, that's why Ice Cube and Cypress Hill fell out, innit?
Yeah, and Ice Cube and King Son as well, wasn't it?
Oh, he stole King Son stuff as well?
For Wicked, apparently.
Oh, because for
so you set in the air, what's it?
Yeah. You just throw your hands in the air or something like that, and then he had the crew called Caution that he was mentoring. their thing was like something similar to what Be Real was doing or something, so it caused like that beef, innit? So if the people ain't crediting you, that's bad. Like, I shared like one picture the other day. I didn't know who was buying it. I just said a picture, and this guy said, "Oh, this guy. Can you credit him?" So I just credited him.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the fuck was buying it.
Well, I tell you, what's his name? That comedian, Fat Jew. He got into loads of trouble for it, didn't he? Like he was.
His name's Fat Jew.
Yeah, his name's Fat Jew. Yeah, that's what he.
Jewish.
No, he's no, he's Irish.
He's Irish.
No, he's Jewish. Yeah, no, he's called Fat Jew. He used to be in a rap group called Team Facelift. Okay. Yeah, but he got really big. Like, look him up. He's actually well funny. He's properly funny. But his Instagram page, all he used to do was like kind of post memes and then put funny captions underneath, like his own little funny captions underneath it. Yeah. And like I don't know who, like loads of people got together and accused him of nicking their stuff. And from then onwards, he had to, every time he used someone's meme, he had to credit him for it. Yeah. So there's a precedent set for that kind of thing.
Like there as well, like even like, you know, the car bars thing that Bellyman was doing, yeah? All of a sudden, then this fucking, I can't remember what channel they are, they started doing bars with cars, yeah? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why don't you just holler at him, yeah? And make him the face of your thing, like, and then say you're a bigger platform. And nah, you just stole the whole concept and just call it something else. Because this is called car bars. They called it bars with cars, yeah? And where the person's like outside the car, but the car's still there, innit? They're not inside the car.
Oh,
so
my God.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man, what are you doing?
Piss take. Fucking piss take.
I'm doing one called Battlemans with Caravans.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, it's in a little caravan, and then people just come and battle each other in the caravan. So, that should...
Battlemans in caravan.
I think that should...
That was quite a good one.
Yeah? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I like that. There's one in America. I can't remember what they're called, but one of my students had covered them, like about all this live streaming stuff, and they've got a van. They drive around America. Yeah, it's like a really big van, innit? And then the band comes and performs in the back of the van. But it's not battles. It's just like any kind of music. So
I've all got another one as well called Dopeness on Mopeds, but we're having a bit of trouble with that because we can only fit one person on the moped.
What was that? Dope heads on mopeds?
No, but I'm gonna sell that one as well. Yeah, we'll do that.
Dope heads on mopeds is something I would definitely watch.
That is sick. They got a race, yeah. So basically, yeah, these are the rules. These are the rules. You have to either be high on either crack or heroin or meth, right? Yeah. One of the big three. Once you're high, you have to of injected or smoked at that moment. We put you both on a moped. The first one to get through the course, get some more of whatever your drug is, your drug of choice.
But you just go straight to jail for that, like the Bum Fights creator guy, innit?
You reckon?
Yeah, they went in jail, innit? Because they were making the tramps fight each other for crack.
But we're not making them fight. We're not making them fight. We're just making them race.
Yeah, but you're giving them crack at the end or whatever. So
they're going to want the crack anyway. If they don't get it from me, then they're going to get it somewhere else. Sometimes I was somewhere else. But I tell the judge, man.
You have to do it on a farm or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd have to do it in Amsterdam, innit?
Crack farm. We'll do it in crack farm.
Yeah.
Ain't Terror got a farm?
Yeah, I don't think he's growing crack.
All right.
You can grow crack.
He's growing like vegetables and shit.
Just vegetables.
He's got chickens and vegetables. He's not growing coke. Go to Colombia and do it.
Okay, cool. We'll do it in Colombia.
What are you eating, AC?
I've got hot and spicy chicken, and I put more hot sauce on it because it wasn't hot and spicy enough. I've got some hash browns. I put hot sauce on them with some HP sauce.
Listeners, I want you to understand this is how serious AC takes the podcast. That during the podcast, man's just like got a whole plate of food. He doesn't care that you lot are like, oh, could you like not eat on the mic and stuff? He doesn't care about that stuff. He tells you to go fuck yourself. I'm eating fucking hash browns at 8:40 at night. Who eats hash browns at 8:40? Hash browns is a breakfast food. AC's like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck your rules. What kind of
hash browns are they? Are they like the little triangle ones you put in the oven?
Yeah, from Asda. And then I've got a salad.
And a salad.
Italian bistro salad and some carrots.
And a fucking salad. He's got the whole shit.
And a curly whirly.
What wine are you pairing with that, Easy?
I ain't got no wine here. I got some brandy. I could have that with some brandy and coke with that later. But then I've got like tomato ketchup as well on the hot and spicy chicken, and then I've got like apple cider vinegar on the salad.
Okay, so he literally has a 3-course meal he's eating. Name me what other job you can do where you can come to work and just be like, yeah, I'm eating now. Sure.
You've got a 3-course meal. 1 course is dinner, the other course is lunch, and then the other course is breakfast.
It's all one, man. It's all one, isn't it?
Also, as well, this is another thing. So I'm sitting here sweating my fucking nuts off.
Yeah.
Terry's got his fucking t-shirt on. How the fuck are you wearing a fucking sweater?
It's not a sweater. It's a tracksuit, innit? I got a tracksuit on.
And you got that motherfucker zipped all the way up as well, like.
I'm a tropical person, innit?
He's a I'm
like Raheem in flipping Menace to Society, innit? I'm a tropical person, man.
Fair enough.
The heat don't really affect me. Cold affects me more. When it's cold, I have to put bare layers on, innit? But heat, I can just keep layers on.
See, I'm good in the cold. Like hot, I'm just no good at all, man.
Anything over 10 degrees, if I'm walking, I'm gonna be sweating. It's just they don't even matter. Like everyone else is. I've got a coat, a coat that I bought in 2015. I've worn it twice this year, or twice like over the last 12 months.
That's good.
I'm always hot, man.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. You're saving money, man.
I've got an entire fucking wardrobe full of the most banging Carhartt jackets in there. I've bought 3 this year. They're all on sale. I had fuck all else to do, to be honest. And I never wear them. I always end up wearing like a little light jacket because I just get really hot really quickly. I'm a Viking, man. Like I should be in another life. I was running around topless around like fucking around farmland, terrorizing
killing monks.
What's that?
Killing monks at Linda's farm.
I definitely was. 100% I was.
Could you be a vegan Viking?
No.
But
in those days, in those days, I don't think the question of overconsumption was there. I was probably more of a cannibal than I was like anything else, to be honest.
You seen that film Outlander?
Wait, can we chill? Hold on, wait a second. I came with a sick idea.
Go on.
For a fucking, oh no, it's got to be like some sort of vegan cafe, vegan Viking. That's incredible.
That's not bad at all.
Anyone listening to that, don't steal the idea, because we're going to take it.
I'll tell you what, if you were going to open it anyway, you know, I've just been in Falmouth for the last week.
Yeah.
And it's fucking wicked, Falmouth, apart from the G7 summit or whatever it was. If you're going to open any kind of concept restaurant, Falmouth is a place to do it. And they're all thriving as well.
They've got a bunch of them.
Just anything you think of, they've got it there. Like literally all like the international restaurants. So there's like there's a Mexican place, there's a West Indian place, there's an African place, there's a Portuguese place, there's a Spanish place, there's obviously Italian places. All these different kinds of foods. Not one of them is run or staffed by anybody from those nations.
You know what? I'm glad you brought up here, because I've made a new decision. Yeah, if I go into a restaurant and the people who are behind the counter or cooking ain't the people that make that kind of food, I'm walking back out. I'm fucking sick of it. Like, I went to where did I go the other day? So I saw this. There was this place here. And they had what did they have? Philly cheesesteaks. Right? I was like, oh shit. They do fucking Philly cheesesteaks. I'm going to that fucking place in Harrow, yeah? So I've gone there, got there, boom, boom, boom. Then I'm like, it's run by like just Indian people, just Indians. I'm like, nothing against Indians, AC, yeah? I love you lot, yeah? But anyway, I don't know if AC is Indian, but whatever.
No one knows what AC is.
No one knows what AC is, but he might be, so I don't want to like, you know what I mean? Don't want to be bad to him, yeah? Big up my Indian people, my Indian family. My godmother's Indian. And anyway, so I'm like, first of all, I'm kind of like, okay, cool, all right. If you know what I mean, maybe they're from Philly, I don't fucking know. So I was like, yeah, I want to get that Philly cheesesteak burger. Oh, we don't have that. So when he said we don't have that, I was like, that means you ain't making it. That means it's just a fucking franchise place.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, man. And I was like, what do you have? And I've got like this fucking mac and cheese burger. Not gonna lie, the mac and cheese burger was hard still. Like it was fucking, it was a good burger. It was a fucking good burger.
What place was it? Cheap Meals, was it that one?
Nah, not Cheats. It was but that's the same. I don't really mind Cheats, you know.
Cheap Meals. I know the guy who runs that, innit? He used to be a rapper.
Which one?
Ange. He's called Ange.
Okay, there's a few. But you know, all of them.
Hench geezer.
See, Cheats is cool. I like Cheats. Yeah. I've done that a few times. I did the South Harrow one, or the one in Rainers and the one in Harrow as well. But yeah, so yeah, these guys like the food was good. It was Stakeout. Stakeout is a place. It's in Harrow.
Harrow in years, man.
Yeah, it's where it is, AC. It's down the road from Trinity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've never seen that one.
But it was
the one with the Texas thing or something.
Like I think it might have been. It used to be that place, or it might have still be that place. It's around where that place was.
Okay. But, have you been to the other one, the Toro steak place or whatever?
Nah, I haven't.
Bruv, that's banging.
Yeah?
Yeah. I went there, like, the steak, yeah. I had this one where...
No offense, Terry. No offense.
No, carry on.
So it's all chopped up. The steak's chopped up, and they put it on top of the chips.
Okay.
When you get it. And it's like these hot, fucking mad hot plates. I don't know what they...
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, but it was fucking good, man.
Where was that?
Across where... down at the bottom of the thing, near where the same side as where Cheap Meals is on. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
But further down from the Halfords is further.
See.
Like where the comic shop used to be before it moved.
Oh shit, down that way, where they used to have the two between the old two cinemas.
Which is now Gold's Gym, yeah.
Is it Gold's Gym now?
Yeah. It was last time I was there.
Well, there was still that Indian cinema there. Is that still there?
That's further
that's
down.
Still there.
Yeah,
that's still there.
Yeah. So Calamity Comics in the middle.
Yeah. It's like near there. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up all our international listeners.
We described like last week we described Watford. This week we described
Harrow.
If you're going to Harrow though, you need to know these things.
Yeah, you got to know these things.
And a lot of people from abroad, they want to go there because Winston Churchill used to go to Harrow School, innit? So they want to. It's a tourist.
I tell you who else used to go to Harrow School. Lawrence Fox.
But do you know something? Do you know something deep? Right. So if you know me, yeah, you know I have a intense hate for Harrow. Yeah, I just don't like Harrow. I don't like being around it. The whole vibe of it. It's I don't know. It's something to do with. I spent too many years there when I was younger. It just does my fucking head in.
Harrow reminds me of Croydon. It's like the Croydon of northwest London.
Maybe. Yeah. Nah, that's Watford.
Nah, Watford is the Croydon.
Yeah, Watford's the
is it? Okay.
It's further up. But like the vibe in Harrow is it's not a nice place for me anyway. Some people like it. I don't. I think it's a shithole.
I'm indifferent to it. I grew up there pretty much, and I'm fucking indifferent to it.
It's just I pretty much grew up there as well. I've been there like since I was. What year did my parents move? My parents moved to Watford when I was 19. But even before that, I spent from 16. I was in Harrow all the fucking time. But anyway, that's whatever. But Harrow, like if you go up where the Harrow school is,
yeah,
that's some different shit.
It's beautiful, mate.
It's fucking amazing.
I went to look at a flat there, like not to buy, to rent years ago. And it's like...
La-dee-da.
Yeah, mate. It was. I couldn't believe how cheap it was. At that point, it was like £900 a month to rent, fully inclusive and all that kind of stuff. It was a one-bedroom flat, but it was like on 2 floors. And it was between, like... it was really slim. So it was like the width of 1.5 rooms, and then it was on 2 floors, and then like the kitchen was at the back, and there was like a little courtyard out the back, big living room. And then you went upstairs, and like half of that was the bedroom up like these stairs. They basically just built it between 2 fucking buildings. It's a beautiful flat. Like I didn't like by the time I got there, it was already rented. But that was, and like I say, bear in mind, right? I grew up in Carpenter's Park, so between Watford and Harrow, like right in the middle of Watford and Harrow. So if I wasn't in Watford, I was in Harrow. So I used to be there all the time. This was in my early to mid 30s. That's the first time I ever went to Harrow on the Hill.
That doesn't surprise me, man. Because the thing is, what other reason would you have to ever go there?
Never.
No reason to go there. And like, I'm a kind of...
I went there the first time I ever came to Harrow, innit? Because I heard that was the picturesque bit, so I wanted to see it. So I went up there and I saw squirrels running around and shit in in a
It's a
churchyard and
village. It's a completely different thing. It's
And
like
then you had to walk down. So wait, you went there and then you had to walk down into fucking the hell of St. George's.
The piss smell. It just seems to get stronger the more I go down the hill.
I'm a kind of man, yeah. I'm gonna tell you where I feel at home, yeah. I'm a Hampstead man. I'm a Richmond man. I'm a Dulwich Village man. I'm a fucking Bushy Heath man. Like all the areas here that are just nice, got fucking gentrified. Any gentrified area, yeah.
These areas aren't even gentrified. They've never had to.
They were just that from
just that from the beginning.
Yeah. Like me, that's my shit. That's my shit. I'm just like, sunny days and just chilling out there. So one of them, like, Harrow, when you go to Harrow, that's the vibe you get. I went there, I had to take some, I had a client that wanted some, it was actually for Harrow Council, for a video that I still ain't fucking done. It's been over a fucking year. Sorry, man, you paid me.
See you later, cunts.
Talk to my lawyer. But so I went there and I was just like,
I'm just staying back with you, Prince. He'll give you the money back.
Harrow Council took a year to pay me.
Is it?
We performed at their Kodak. You know the Kodak factory?
Yeah.
When they used to do that festival there.
Okay.
We went there, performed there, and they took a year. And I was like, where the fuck is my money? And they were like, oh, give us a break. I was like, no, when it's my council tax, I don't get no break.
Cool.
I was like, give me my fucking money.
That's the reason. When they ask me where the video is, I'm gonna say, fucking, remember AC motherfucker? This is payback. This is payback, yeah. Wait a year for that shit. It's not even relevant anymore. The video they wanted me to do, the project, they're not even doing the project anymore, so it makes no sense. But for some reason, they still want the video because they paid me. But, but yeah, man. Today was I went to, where did I go today? Black Park.
Where's
in Slough.
Okay.
Or Slough area. It's cool, man. They got a little lake there and shit.
Yeah.
Bare families there, like barbecuing and eating ice cream, playing in the parks and shit. Mm-hmm. But you know what I've realized today? What? I think my kids are too old to like taking places and shit.
Why? What happened?
No, it's just like when they're young, you can take them places and they're like, go to the park and shit. Now it's just like, the fuck are we doing, man? Like two fucking big ass adults rolling around in a gang. Like when I was after the age of like, 13, 14, when I started high school, pretty much, I never went nowhere with my parents. My parents couldn't bring me anywhere. Like my parents were like, let's go to the park or some shit. I'd be like, fuck off, mate.
But your girls are at that age now where they don't necessarily want to be around their parents as much as they used to be, right? They'll go through that era, and then once they get into their 30s, they'll want to start going back to parks again because they will had enough of the other shit that's available. Because like you go to the parks nowadays, and there's young. It's probably like pandemic causing this as well, but when I take Harvey to the park, there's groups of like, I don't know, 25 to 30-year-olds just knocking around in the park again. It's fucking crazy.
I saw my cousin's story just now. My cousin Bethan, she had like posted a story of her friends in the park. It's literally about 20, 30 of them just all jamming, chilling, having a barbecue. I'm like, fuck, that's the shit I want to do, man.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be doing a lot of that this summer, hopefully. I actually want to shoot a video in Castleby Park and try and get some people down there. Only problem is I got no fucking friends. I don't have
you can go and rent a friend, innit?
Yeah.
Rentafriend.com. You can rent them off there.
Might have to do that, man.
Yeah.
I actually put myself up for rent. I'm a fucking great friend.
I actually put myself on there years ago when I was broke, innit? I went on rentafriend.com and offered my services. But then all I got was just gay guys trying to get me to...
All I got was gay guys. Yeah,
and I was like, well... No, I wanted to be friends, innit? And they were like,
no. I want to be friends too,
Alex.
I want to be friends too.
Do you remember that guy in Leicester Square who was doing the charity work? Do you remember him?
The gay guy.
Yeah.
When he was touching my hair.
Yeah, and he threatened to rape me one time, innit?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bro, yeah, but
I thought he was cool.
Next.
Wait,
I thought he was cool as well.
What, the black guy?
Yeah. I thought he was cool as well until he did that.
What the hell?
He come up to me, he was like, I was just being cool with him like normal, just talking to him and that. He was a charity, one of those chuggers, innit? Charity.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. He was like, yeah, how would you like to come and you and me can have a lot of fun together and everything? I was like, nah, I'm cool, I'm straight, innit? And he was like, oh, but I can make you gay, innit? And I was like, nah, you can't. And then he was like, yeah, I couldn't. He started touching me and everything, yeah, like touching my arm and everything. And he was like, yeah, it'll be you and me alone in the room. I'm really strong. I'd overpower you. I was like, bro, you're talking about rape right now. Yeah? This is rape you're talking about. And he was like, no. Well, like, trust me, I can do that. I was like, I'd have a knife on me. I'll stab you up, yeah. And he was like, oh, why are you taking this so seriously?
How did this podcast go down this dark route?
It went from rape and
we were just all hanging out in the park.
to rape. That's what happens, bro. That's what happens, man. That's why.
Yeah, this is life, innit? That's life in London, innit, man?
Do you know what though? That guy was one of the first, like, I guess, because he was kind of our age as well, innit? So
I don't know.
I think he was, man. But he was like, he was one of the first gay people that I ever kind of like was in vicinity with, hanging out with.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just talking to my sister about this the other day, like how when you're at school, it's your default, or when you're a young man, unless you know otherwise, it's kind of just your default to be a bit of a homophobe. Not even
now it's changed a lot, you know. Like,
yeah, I'm sure it has now.
Not out where I'm from, man.
But I'm talking about like people I'm seeing, youngers I'm seeing, yeah, who are like school age and like college age and that. A lot of them are way more open minded.
I'm sure in the college 80s and 90s it wasn't like, and I liked the first. I didn't know anybody gay until I started working at. This sounds really like. It sounds a bit bait, but like I didn't know anybody gay till I started working at the theatre. As I started working as a doorman at the theatre, and then I just met people. They happened to be gay, and I didn't. There wasn't like a crossover point in my mind where I thought, oh, actually, gay people are cool. So I never thought that gay people weren't cool. It was just like a really ridiculous thing that you had as a kid. And then one of my mates came into like for a drink after work. And we're all sitting up in this little theatre in Watford, and we're all sitting up. They closed up for the night, and the bar was open. And one of Jeremy, I think his name was, came over, and he was quite 100%. You could tell that he's gay, and wasn't being lewd. Or of course he wasn't. He's just a human being talking to another human being. He said, "Do you want a drink?" And I was like, "Oh, it's all good. I'm going to leave soon." And as he walked away, my mate goes, fucking hell, as long as he doesn't offer me a drink or tries my arse or anything like that, I'll fucking have him in a set and all this kind of shit. Like, and I was like, why would he?
Yeah, so weird.
And then all of a sudden it clicked. It's like, oh yeah, shit, that attitude is so fucking dumb. It's such a dumb attitude to have. It's ridiculous.
Like when I used to go sell whistles at the gay parade, innit? Like, we used to go down to the Pride Parade all over the country. We sell whistles at all of them and everything. And yeah, you get people saying, oh, can I blow your whistle and stuff like that? But you'll be like, yeah, I'm straight in it. It's cool, man. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, cool. And then some would say, oh, I can make you gay or whatever, just jokingly, innit? And it was like, yeah, whatever. But so that was just like nothing, innit? But this guy, he took it to the next level where he was like, I can force myself on you and I'll do this. And I was just like, brother, I'll stab you, innit? And then that's where he took it to the next level. Like, I've never had that before.
Maybe that was his thing.
He might have just been a rapist, innit? Maybe that was his thing, innit? Yeah.
He was, I remember one time I was selling a CD. And I had my hair out, and I never used to have my hair out when I was selling CDs normally. And I could just feel someone like stroking my hair. And I was just like, but because I'm selling the CD, I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of like just doing what I'm doing, and then that kind of look like, see who's doing it, and it's him. I'm like, bro, man, get off my hair, man. He's like, I love your hair, man. And it's funny because that was the first time I was ever like, oh, this is an uncomfortable position to be in.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind, touching someone's hair is not a sexual thing. But I knew it was uncomfortable for me because of the dynamic.
Yeah, but it could be a sexual thing.
It could be. But then you kind of go to all the things that women go through when people
100%.
Like I said the other day, like you know what a look can do, because as a man, you know what a look can do.
Yeah.
A look can. If I give you a certain look, you give me a certain look, it's war, innit? Like, so you understand how dangerous things can be. But it's like we kind of pretend and play the game like, oh, it's just a look, or it's just a touch. No. Like,
I remember this one time I was in Islington and I couldn't find where I was sleeping that night. And this
oh shit, it happened to you as well, yeah. Even one time,
back to that episode.
One time, me and Terra, we were in Southampton, yeah, and this guy comes in, mixed race dude, and a white guy, and then he was like staring at us or whatever, and Terra's ex was there. She was like, "Why is that guy staring or whatever?" And then he just like Terra must have looked at him, and it was that situation what you just talked about. Then he was like, "Oh, you batty man, you fucking African." Da 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 da. So just like, this guy was mixed race himself, yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, come, let's do it now. Let's fucking fight and everything." So we just picked up chairs, innit? And then like they must have they must have backed out the thing, and then the flipping man who works in KFC must have come out and he's trying to persuade us to put the chairs down and everything. Then like
these people are fucking mad, you know. I swear to God, if I work in KFC and I see two people picking up chairs, one's got a chair, one's got a knife. You know,
I'm going out the back.
Going to the back. I'm saying, yo, I'm on my break. Give me a 2-piece and chips. Yeah,
give me a shout when you're done. I'll come back
out. I'm out. And I'm calling the police on the way out.
Then like the guy he put his hand in the chicken thing. He took all the grease out of the KFC grease, and he was writing "Batty Man" on the window outside to us or whatever. So then like I can't remember what happened then.
That's quite creative, actually.
Yeah, we put the chairs down.
Why? So how did? Well, what was Terra like high at this time? Why was he not fighting? What was he doing?
No, it was like a standoff, innit? And then the guy was because
I've never known Terra to really do a standoff.
No, because they were talking shit, but they were backing off, innit?
Okay.
Yeah. So then like then Terra picked up the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
I still had the chair in my hand or whatever, and then like the white dude who was with the mixed race guy, he decided to show his strength. Yeah. Right. So he tried to pick up, you know, those like the outside sign, the KFC outside thing with the plastic sand box.
Yeah.
So he tried to pick that up. He was like that, yeah. And he lost balance and it just fell. And then they like said, "Oh, come to the park now." Yeah, the mixed race was like, "Come to the park, you fucking African." Yeah, I'm gonna stab you up in the park.
This sounds more and more like he might have actually been.
He was trying it.
He was trying it. Yeah.
Come to the park. I'll show you. I'll show you back.
Come into these toilets, you prick.
Yeah. Coming in.
So then
I dare you see these poppers.
Yeah. Then they went off, and I was like, whatever. So
see,
it was a bit of a mad one.
That's so wild. I don't get people.
It was quite strange because he was a mixed race guy being racist to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is all quite strange. It was quite weird.
Yeah.
But then again, you're in a lose-lose position because you're in KFC, that's CCTV, so there's nothing you can really do. So in those situations, I just go quiet, man. Like I don't want to do anything that CCTV can see me doing. I'm just keeping quiet. And I'm not going to no park with you either. That's just not gonna happen. All that's gonna happen is I'm just gonna remember your face. That's what I do. That's my thing. I just remember your face. Cool. And the next time I see you where there's no CCTV about, then we have a chat, we have a discussion. We have a discussion like civilized people, because we are not violent on this podcast. We do not fight.
No, not at all.
We do not push violence. But speaking of violence, there's been this discussion going around that's kind of hyped up because of what's been going on. I guess we get it once a year it kind of comes up, the knife crime, anti-knife crime. And it's always framed as we need to stop knife crime. And it's just so weird. So some guy today, if you want to check it out, you can go to my Instagram. I did a little live chat about it.
Okay.
But then today, this guy was saying, some girl must have put a tweet out saying, "What can we do to stop knife crime?" And I just sent a link to that video. I said, "Yeah, check this video out." And then some guy was like, "The community need to do more, man. Like, we need to get involved. If we see these people, about to stab each other, we need to get involved and tell them to stop." And I was like, "Are you a fucking dickhead?"
Well, they already there was that video, wasn't there? The people with the machetes and stuff, and there were people saying, "Stop it!" But no one's
but that's not people. That was their family and friends and shit saying, "Stop it."
Yeah.
Cool. If you want to stop your brother or your husband or your whatever from killing somebody or getting killed, that's on you. But you think if I see two strangers pull out knives or guns, do you know where I'm going to be? The furthest place from there.
Yeah.
Like, no, so I just put a thing saying, "Listen, don't do that. If you ever see someone pull out a knife, walk the fuck away, call the police, walk the fuck away. Like, you will die." And he was like, or you could save a life. Mate, if that's what you want to do, you go do that, fucking Superman, adamantium skin. Let's see how far you fucking get.
When I was younger, Like there was one time outside the train station, and there are these two guys arguing. One was a Turkish student, I think one was an Indian guy or something. They're arguing about something to do with the car or something. I think they were both in cars and they got out and they started beefing, like road rage or something like that. And it was getting physical, yeah. So there's me and a whole load of people watching, and then there was one young guy who's like an African dude. He goes, "Oh, should we try and stop this?" So I was like, "Okay, come on then." So we went in there.
Fucking idiot.
I don't know why. I don't know why we tried to stop it in it. So we went in there, and then they started throwing punches. Yeah, both of them are punching each other. The Turkish guy was some wedge geezer. He looked like Incredible Hulk kind of thing. He was like hench and everything. The Indian guy was smaller, but he was like just going in and it's like bam, 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 and everything. And then like then I don't know what happened, but he kind of got the better of the Turkish guy. The Turkish guy was like against the car for one bit, and the guy was banging him up, and then like he decided to take it to the next level. So the Indian guy goes to the back of his car, opens the boot, gets a machete out, yeah. And then the Turkish guy seen him do that. He's like, no, like slams the car bonnet on the car boot on the guy's hand. Then he's like, ah! Like that. So at that point, me and the African guy were like, you know what, fuck this, innit? Said, stay the fuck out of this. Yeah. So we just stayed out, and then the Indian guy got in his car and just floored it and just drove off. And then this
is the problem. Even with fist fights, fist fights, you can kind of get involved if you know the people and it's your business. If it's not your business, mind your fucking business. All that's gonna happen is so and so got stabbed or beat up or whatever.
Well, I got run over in one of them situations. When I knew the guy, and this girl was like, "Oh, we can't just leave him to get fucked up." So I was like, "Okay, come on." So I tried to break it up. I ended up getting run over by a car.
There we fucking go with it.
Yeah.
There we go.
I had to go to the hospital. I had concussion. My skin got ripped off my arm. My head had hit the hubcap when I was going over. I took their flipping wing mirror off with my foot.
So you could have died in some shit.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Getting involved in people's shit. Like, listen, I ain't getting involved in
because my first instinct was to walk away. Because
Yeah.
the girl was like, "No, we have to help him," and I was like,
it's always, and that's the thing as well, like in these situations with girls getting involved, girls shouldn't get involved, because unless you can fight, don't get involved. Like if you want to get involved, you want to start throwing fists or whatever, then get involved. Other than that, stop telling people to get involved in fucking beef. Like walk the fuck away. It's none of your business. But I want to make.
Then it all went to court. I had to be in court and everything over this fucking shit.
See what I'm saying? I would have been cool. I would have been at fucking home. This is part of the problem, So this is really just not just black people, but people who were raised around what we would call the ends, raised in the hood. There's a problem that we feel like we are, because we are raised in these areas. We're like kind of experts in this field, and we got extra powers and some shit. Like this idea when you say to somebody, I say it all the time. I was born in Brixton, man. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Like, really, you were born in a certain place. Are you any tougher? No. Are you any faster? No. So what does it mean you were born in Brixton? Does it make you tougher? It doesn't. Like, we kind of in our minds, we're like, I'm used to this shit, boom, boom, boom. That's cool. But the fact of the matter is, unless you were, what you're saying when you say that, I was raised in these places. I say I'm raised in Brixton because I know Brixton has a reputation. The reputation Brixton has is because it's a high crime area, or used to be a high crime area. There's a lot of gangsters, there's a lot of murders, a lot of killers, all that kind of shit, Cool, you're raised around it, but you're not that. So people have this idea that because they were raised around it, there's something special about them, and man, we need to get involved and stop the knife crime. Stop what knife crime? If you're not involved, if you're not carrying a knife or the knife isn't at you, mind your fucking business. It's nothing to do with you. People have beef. That's just what it is. Every time we talk about someone getting killed or getting stabbed, there's so many different levels of what we're talking about. Are we talking about adults who had, like AC said, had some road rage? One pulled out a machete. Is that the knife crime we're talking about stopping? Because how the fuck do you stop that? There's no way to stop that. That's just is what it is.
Well, he stopped it by slamming the car boot on his hand.
Yeah, well, if that's how we're gonna go, that's where we're gonna go in it. Make sure you got a car boot with you to slam the person's hand in. Like,
that should be the government policy on it.
That's all you can do. Is like you're trying to police stuff that can't be policed. Like as far as kids getting hold of knives and doing stuff with each other, that's a slightly different subject, and that makes way more sense if you're talking about education and making sure that your kids aren't involved in certain things or understand the ramifications if they are going to carry knives or to see what can happen. But for the majority of it, people are like got this idea that there's some super fucking human people that can, yeah, man, we need to get in the community and deal with it. It's like you're not even in the community of the people that really hold knives. You're not even in that community of people that are doing the violence. So it's not even your problem. It's actually the police's problem. That's what the police are there for. That's what they're supposed to be doing. When they're stopping random people over bullshit, what they're actually supposed to be doing is stopping gangsters, not fucking little kids that look like gangsters. These kids are 14-year-old and they got a fucking hood on, so they're like, oh, let's stop them. No. Use your intel. You know who the gangsters are. And I know you know who the gangsters are because you have the gangs matrix that tells you who is who. Go talk to them. Go, you know what I mean? Go deal with that shit. But everyone else needs to fucking buy out of it, man. That's my 2 pence.
All you can do really is just like say to people your opinion about it. Because like you said, if you're trying to jump in to a fight with knives, you could end up fucking getting slashed up and you're dead, innit?
Mate, like it's not I was outside the Fortress. I played at the Fortress years ago. And this guy that we were knocking about, he was one of the other DJ's friends. I don't even want to bait him up by saying his name, but he had a very funny name, but a very provocative name as well was his nickname. And he came out of the club. We all came out of the club at the same time. And he went to get a taxi. And me and the other DJs, about 4 or 5 of us, were all chatting. And then out of nowhere, a massive fight broke out between this guy and like, I don't know, 15 fucking taxi drivers. Whoa. Like, because he'd obviously attacked one and all the other taxi drivers that were there.
Don't fuck with taxi drivers.
Nah, just all jumped in. And everybody looked round. And he was, to be honest, mate, he was holding his own against about 4 or 5 of them. One of them, I saw it out the corner of my eye. One of them went and got like either a tire jack or something. He got like a big fucking long piece of metal like that. And he went running at him with this thing, and I grabbed it. I just grabbed it as he was about to kind of come down with it. I went, no, don't, please don't, like that. And then within about 30 seconds, I was surrounded by about 10 of them as well. And I was like, oh shit. I was saying, look, I don't want to get in a fight. I just didn't want you to smash his head in. And then luckily I was about to get my fucking head smashed in. And luckily enough, the old Bill turned up at that point and broke it all up. But mate,
and that's their job.
And that's their job. Getting involved with this stuff. This guy, it came out afterwards. He basically, the beginning of his name was a nation. The second part of his name was Army. So he used to call himself such and such Army. Like apparently he just got in fights wherever there was fucking fights to be had. And it's completely his fault. He spat on one of the taxi drivers and bang.
See,
I should have just let him get his head fucking put in, to be honest.
That happens a lot of the time, man. There's certain people, that I don't even even when I was younger, that I just wouldn't move with because I know the beef follows their minute. I know there's going to be drama, and there's nobody that can say, oh, I saw Jen start some shit or Jen got involved in some shit. Never. Like when I see the beef happening, I'm walking the other way. Like I've always been that person, and I'm not the kind of person either. Even when I was younger, like I'm not a back your beef kind of person. If you start some shit with somebody, I'm not backing your beef. If you start some shit, fucking you deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever happens at the end, cool. If I got to pick you up and drag you away, then that's where it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm never the kind of person. I got a bunch of friends who did a lot of them did almost 10 years in jail over what really only 2 or 3 people did. A whole bunch of them. Like, all went in jail because they wanted to back some beef that really it nothing to do with nothing. It was over one girl. Like, crazy situation. And to me, that's just a waste of life. A whole bunch of people now, my age, that were in jail for a good 10 years. Some of them were in jail for 8 years who weren't even fucking didn't do anything. Were just there. Like imagine 8 years of your life.
For nothing, for something you could have very easily walked away from.
And they even, it wasn't a case of like, oh, they didn't snitch, they held it down. No, man, they fucking snitched and was like, no, I didn't do shit. The CCTV says I didn't do shit, but they were like, nah, joint enterprise, mate. Boom, you'll just get less time. Like you're still going jail because you were around these people. Like that's the shit that happens. So to me, any of that stuff, I've always just been no. And another thing as well, like there's certain people that if the situation's on top, yeah, they can call me or I can call them, yeah. But even with that, man, I've always been the kind of person that I don't want to ever have to, I won't ever call you for that because I know what comes with that. And I don't ever want to see you in a situation where you're going jail or you're hurt over something that was my business. And they know the same for me, really. Like, even though if it was really, really, really on top, I could call them, but it's just not, it's not a thing that I've ever been comfortable doing. Like, nah, man, don't get involved. Deal with your own shit. There's enough stuff. Everyone's dealing with enough stuff for you to be fucking trying to jump on other people's shit and adding to your issues, man. Sort your life out. See somebody fighting, fuck, if you're really that concerned, call the police. That's their job. Don't get involved. But yeah. All I gotta say is England.
I got in a little Facebook fucking discussion with someone about all that shit as well. They were like, someone I knew from school, innit, and they're like sharing some nutcase called Bartholomew Chiaroscuro. I never heard of this fucking weirdo, innit, but he was like, shared his post about, he's saying he's an English nationalist, and he doesn't like these footballers kneeling. They're supporting BLM and George Floyd, and they're fucking, it's BLM is anti-white racism and all this fucking shit, and he hopes England lose now and all this crap. And this guy shared it from school. He was like, yeah, I can relate to it. I was like, huh? I was like, what the fuck? I know you, man. What's going on? Like, what is this? So I think he's fallen down that whole alt-right rabbit hole, isn't it?
So how fragile do these people have to be offended by someone taking a knee?
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, they're just kneeling. I said, bruv, they're just kneeling because they don't want the police to be fucking murdering people. And he was like, oh yeah, but Lee Rigby was killed, and and I said, bruv, people went on marches for Lee Rigby, and he wasn't killed by police; he was killed by terrorists. Yeah, and people still went on. And they were like,
and even his mum has come out now. His mum has come out and said, please stop using our son's name.
Yeah.
Please
so
stop.
I was like, well, and then he's like, yeah, but they weren't marching, they weren't making a thing out of it for 3 years after the guy died. I was like, well, George Floyd only died last year. And they're not only kneeling for George Floyd, they're kneeling for fucking everyone who's been and it's also it wasn't BLM who started the kneeling thing. That was Colin Kaepernick, innit?
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck are you all going on about? And then the guy comes, this Bartholomew geezer. I don't know who the fuck this geezer is, but he's building up some alt-right following. He's come on saying that no, George Floyd was not murdered by police. He died of a fentanyl overdose, and it's anti-white, it's anti-US cop, it's anti. I was like, no one said nothing about it being all white people are to blame for George Floyd. Nothing. No one's ever said that. And he's like, BLM's a Marxist organization and all this.
See, they take.
It's so fucking. It's like they just read off a script.
It's mad, and I'm like, what the fucking coroner in the court showed that George Floyd died from the guy with a knee on his neck.
Of course he did.
What are you doing? Why are you saying this shit still now?
Because they can just say shit like that because it resonates inside their own little circles. Like I
saw people from school, other people from my school that are fucking agreeing with this crap, and I was like,
what's his name? Was it?
No, it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't him.
Was any of the hippies?
The hippies.
You would fuck. I'll tell you what. I was going to text the group the other day and say, AC, you would fucking hate Falmouth. The place is full of hippies, man.
No, I don't hate hippies. I'm just jealous of them because they're so at ease with themselves, innit? Yeah, they're so free. They're happy being alive. Do you know what I mean? They're easy with themselves, all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, wow, man, this is fucked. And then even they were saying, I hope a gas explosion happens at the stadium so they all die and all. I was like, what the fuck? Just because they're kneeling for people who are being murdered by police. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
But how fragile do you have to be as a human? I understand why Bartholomew, whatever, is saying it. And I understand why Lawrence Fox is saying it. And I understand why all these other commentators are saying it. They're saying it because they want to build like this following that allows them to have some kind of influence and social numbers. I understand why they're saying all this shit.
What, is Lawrence Fox against people bending the knee as well?
Oh, of course he is. Oh, I've been going in on him all week.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, were all these guys, like, see Lawrence Fox and all them, were they against, like, the anti-apartheid things at South Africa when we used to have the concerts to free Nelson Mandela? Were they
I have no idea. The Twitter was not around in those days. But yeah, who the fuck knows, right? So
because that's the same kind of thing, isn't it?
It's the same thing, right? So I understand why all these people do this, right? Same as Zuby, same as all of them. They're all idiotic. They all read off the same script. They all parrot alt facts because it is fine in that crew. And then they love the interaction that they get from people like kind of coming back at them because it gives them a chance to flex their like woke, their anti-woke muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The thing about it is the people, how fragile, how small must your life be? How little must you have to be proud of in your life if the two things that you're proud of is being British and being white? Like, and that's the thing. Like, these people are just completely broken. I've been arguing with them all week. The amount of people that I've told to kiss my ass and told to fuck off and lick Lawrence's boots and stuff like that, because I've been arguing with them all week, and none of them are a threat. None of them came back with anything logical. Like on that Tupac thing, this guy was trying to argue with me that I was a racist because
when Lawrence Fox shared Tupac's verse or saying.
So there was a guy on there trying to argue with me that I was racist because I said that Tupac was a coke addict.
Was Tupac a coke addict?
Yeah, so I said on there that this is what it looks like when Lawrence Fox has the bag man round and he's cleaning up his kitchen table with his nose.
That's not Tupac though. That's Lawrence Fox you're saying about.
Exactly. But the small-mindedness of his supporters, he was trying to argue back with me. There wasn't Lawrence Fox saying it was Tupac saying it. So I was racist for thinking that Tupac was a coke addict. This is the mindset of these people. And I actually said to him, look, your critical thinking and your deflection is like that of a child. Like,
I said to the Bartholomew guy, you're projecting a lot. You're just projecting a lot of your own insecurities onto why these guys are kneeling.
They're all overcompensating for their underachievement, for their like kind of inadequacy complex. And no one's kneeling to be anti-white. They just don't want people getting killed by the fucking police. But they want something to be. They want a reason, a logical reason in their head to be against people kneeling down because they're all fucking racist. Because they're racist, they don't like the idea of black empowerment. So what they do is they go, actually, no, we're the victim. That's racism against white people. That's the way that the logic works in their head. And the reason they think like that is because of Bartholomew. It's because of Lawrence Fox, because they're the people that enable this style of thinking. They're idiots.
So what did Lawrence Fox ever say why he shared Tupac's verse from Changes?
He just wanted to say nigger. Like, maybe that's what he wanted.
That's basically it.
Like, that's why I didn't even
shitload of chop, and he wanted to say the N word. That's it. That's it.
See the way he shared the verse, like it made it sound like he was supporting what Tupac was saying in the verse.
He wasn't even.
What the fuck is this?
He wasn't. What he was saying was in that as part of that verse. He says that. We're all scared of the white man, but it's us that are doing the killing or something like that. So it's the same as when he shared that Malcolm X quote.
What did he say?
The Malcolm X, I can't even remember what the Malcolm X quote was, but it was basically
about white liberals.
Yeah, about white liberals. Yeah, about white liberals.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
They love that
What
one.
he was trying to do was trying to turn it around and saying, look, we're not at fault here. Black people kill each other. So that goes against what BLM stands for.
But you know what the weird thing is? This is the weird thing, yeah. So there's so much to unpack here.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I get a lot is white people thinking that anything anti-racist is anti-white because they're racist. Because they're racist, and when you say anti-racist, they know who they are. Right? But they think that's all white people. And one thing I say a lot is no. We're not talking about normal white people. We're talking about you. Like you're not normal. Like there are way more. There are way more white people that aren't racist than are racist.
100%.
Right. So normal white people don't think the way you think. You think that because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, and every time you do that, what you do is you expose yourself. So whenever someone says anti-racism and you think anti-white, then I know exactly where your head is.
They think that because they're a fucking moron with a victim complex.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah, because I said to that bar following me, don't stop playing the victim, innit? Like you're projecting or whatever. And then, but then like the other thing, you know, when these people say, "Oh, BLM's a Marxist organization," all this shit, I'm like, so fucking what? Like, if I meet a communist and he came up to me and said feudalism is bad, and I agreed with him, that doesn't mean I'm a communist. No. That means he's a communist. So if a communist saying Black Lives Matter and I agree with that, that doesn't fucking matter.
They're not communists. They're Marxists. Like,
but even whatever. I'm just saying like whatever. Like,
and they're not even Marxists anymore.
No, but like, okay.
It's a statement. It's not a group.
But like, this is the funny.
That's what I'm saying. That's like even Jumping Jack Frost was there saying the BLM organization, whoever these three people are who started it or whatever, is nothing to do with what he's saying Black Lives Matter or nothing. Because if you're not giving them any money, for their organization, but you're saying the slogan, which is something that, you know, is
the slogan came first as well.
Exactly,
like the slogan came first before they started the organization.
Yeah, so it doesn't fucking nothing connects. It's
no,
like
not at all.
You're fucking idiots.
But to be fair, they know that, and it's literally just it's clutching at straws.
Yeah. But also, it's like a lot of these right-wing newspapers, like The Spectator and all this other fucking shit, they're all writing this crap in there and they're foaming these people up. So then they're all like, oh, it's fucking Marxist organization and shit.
Cool. But let me break something down to you. So this is one thing you need to understand. A lot of it is distraction. So we're at a place now where progress is happening, whether you like it or not. Because what happens is, with progress, it's in direct correlation. It's almost cause and effect, right? So if things happen, okay, this isn't the best way to do it, we're going to change it and do this. So that happens kind of almost by itself. All the I guess all the talking and all the fucking narratives and all the think pieces and all the ideas that we the argument, the discourse that happens back and forth, it doesn't really change anything on that side of things. So again, the only thing that really changes things is action. So one thing I get a lot of is people say, you're playing the victim. But it's like, you can say as much as you want, but I'm not a victim. You're just not understanding the thing. So this woman I was arguing with, I think it might have came off because of Lawrence Fox's might have come off his post. I'm arguing with this fucking old white woman from fucking Wankenshire about black people being stopped and searched and knife crime. Why am I doing that? She knows fuck all. She said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind being stopped and searched if white people were doing it." I said, "How many times have you been stopped and searched?" She said, "Never." I said, "Suck my dick, man. Bitch, don't talk to me. We and you have nothing in common. All you're doing is stopping me from you're wasting my time." So I've made a new, and I said this last year, and then I kind of fell off my bike. But like, I'm not having these discussions with people like that. Like, I'm not having discussions about race with people that aren't really. Like, why are we arguing?
Yeah, let them come to you when they want to learn about it. That's what my friend told me.
And even if they do, no,
but
fuck out of it.
She was right. She was like, just delete and block, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then years later, if they wake up, if they're ready to learn, they might holler at you.
But the thing is, they absolutely love the block thing. Like, you go on there and you see someone say something, then they come on and go, well, you seem like part of the problem, like that, to someone who said something completely logical that's like kind of fired back at Lawrence or whoever. And they go, well, it's not like this. This is the actual situation. And then their bootlicks come on and say, well, you seem like part of the problem, blah, blah, blah. You're actually the racist here. And then you block them. And then afterwards, they take that as a medal of honor that they've been blocked by someone. They just couldn't take the reality and stuff like that. They couldn't take the truth and stuff.
That's cool though. You gotta be like, to me, I'm just like, I don't care how you, because this is the thing. I woke up in the morning and didn't know you existed.
Yeah.
Once I block you, I'm gonna forget you ever existed again and get on with my life.
100%.
And I'm not gonna change your mind, because even a lot of them, they'll pretend that they're like listening to you.
You're not gonna change
I posted facts. I posted she's like, oh well, where have you heard this? I said it's on the government website. That's the stop and search stats. But I said, the problem is you're never going to read them. Oh, well, you're just blaming white people. Again, you haven't heard anything I've said. All you've done is wasted my time. Like, suck my dick. Like, don't fucking talk to me because you're a fucking dirty little cunt. That's it. So to me, it's like, why am I wasting my time talking to you?
I saw someone come on there as well and talk to you about like the stats. The stats of how many people like committing crime and all that kind of stuff. It's like you try to explain to someone about blind stats, how stats without context mean absolutely nothing anyway. And then they go, yeah, but stats are stats. You choose not to believe the stats and blah blah blah. It's like stats are stats. Blind stats could mean absolutely anything. I could use blind stats to prove anything to you.
That's the thing what happened with Zuby. Because he was like, police are stopping search. The police are killing more white people in America than black people. And I was like, because like that's what I said to say it on Terror's thing. Like, Terror was like, why are people hating on Zuby and that or whatever? Zuby, he's not taking the percentages, percentage of population. That's where the stats.
Listen.
Yeah.
I want to speak to Zuby. Listen, I know you've done, what is he? He identifies as a woman now. Just because you identify as a woman doesn't mean you need to suck so much white cock. Pull it out of your mouth, bro. Just for one day, take it out. Like, you don't need to do this. It's fucking embarrassing.
And then I was thinking, because Terry was like, why do people have a problem with him? Like, Nova was arguing whatever. And I was like, that's one thing. And then it's like another example when he was at this thing with Sargon of Akkad and everything. Zuby done his little talk, got off. Then Sargon comes on, starts off like at the beginning saying that the only race, he went through all the races, how they've evolved and shit, and said the only race that hasn't evolved is Africans, yeah? And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? You've been on stage and now my man's saying it and now you're sitting there probably on the front row. How are you allied with this person?
That's his people, isn't it,
so
man?
I was just like, whoa.
But again, it's like...
So that's why people got a problem with like what he's doing.
I don't even care. Like, okay. Let's break it down. Once again, does anything that Zuby say, does it affect black people? No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I think it does.
It affects how white people see, affects how his white people see black people. But
which could be dangerous for black people.
Listen.
Yeah.
It could be dangerous, yeah. In certain, but the places where change is happening, it's happening regardless. So all these situations where people do some racist shit, like we live in an age now where you can't really hide your racist shit. It's gonna get seen. You're not stopping like these black people out here doing amazing shit. Black and white people out here just doing amazing shit. It's only these people that want to play in the mud. Like they're just in the sewers.
Even in this song where he's going on about trans
you listen to Zuby's music.
No. I just heard it. I want that. You know the okay.
Imagine being in a club and hearing Zuby's music.
But it was the flipping that OK Do song, yeah, and he's saying about the trans people reading, the drag queens reading to the kids in school or whatever. So then you see like he was saying that's bad or whatever. So then. Obviously, that's dangerous. Like that could bring danger to a drag queen.
Already have perfectly straight.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find Zuby's music.
No, fuck.
So that could bring danger to.
You play Zuby's music.
Queen,
I'm leaking my nudes right now. I'm getting naked on fucking screen, cock and balls on the fucking screen.
That's enough.
Because like me. Like, I don't know about you, yeah, but me, I wouldn't give a fuck if a drag queen came into a school and read a story to my kid.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Ooh.
Fucking tell me, I'm muting this fucking mic, man. Get the fuck off. Nah, the fuck off.
What's he doing?
Imagine our video gets copyright strike because of fucking Zuby's fucking music. Oh fuck!
I just wanted everybody to hear how bad he is.
Nah, you don't need to hear him
so much.
But yeah, like so I wouldn't care if I was like, what's wrong with a drag queen reading a story to a kid?
Nothing's
That's what
wrong
I'm saying.
with it.
Like nothing. I don't give a fuck. And the thing is as well, if kids grow up and they know that drag queens are cool or whatever and they're nice people as well, then they're not going to be prejudiced against a fucking.
They just know that drag queens exist and they're a thing.
Yeah.
And they can read. What's the problem?
Exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is the problem?
But like again, like normal people don't care about that shit. So again, he's not really. He's saying stuff, and the people that are upset about that shit are going to be upset about that shit. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Man. But like. Okay, cool. This dude, it's not. You know what? It's not even big enough for us to really be upset about.
No.
So that's why I'm not even
like,
having.
If you're a fucking man, yeah, and you're dressed as a woman, and you've gone into school, and there's a load of kids there who are like 4 years old or something, and you say, "I'm a man, but I choose to dress like this," the kids will be like, "Oh, okay, that'll be it." They're not gonna be like. They'll just accept it, and then that's it. Then you've destroyed prejudice for a whole next generation.
See, the thing is as well, you've got people like Zuby and all of them that say like, oh yeah, these things are happening, but everybody's too scared to speak out against it, and blah blah blah, and we're not afraid to speak out against it, and we're the mouthpiece of this, blah blah blah. No one's scared to speak out against anything. Like everybody has a voice that they use way too much on the internet. Like there's plenty of people out there. But the only reason they get people riled up about this is so that they've got content.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they do it. And the only reason they tell people that they're scared or wokeism's bad. Wokeism is fucking, I've been reading Lawrence Fox too much. And all of this kind of stuff. And kneeling's bad. They're fucking obsessed with the statues as well. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, who gives a fuck about statues? The only reason they do it is so they've got content. That's the only reason it exists. So right? There's the GB News is about to start. Have you heard about this?
GB Nudes. News like naked.
News. Don't tempt.
That would have been good, man. GB News. That's
no, Jen would have been on there. Jen would have been the first GB News, and I've been like, right, I've got to burn my TV now.
So what's GB News? Who's that by?
So it's one of the big. I can't remember the fucking guy's name, but a right wing.
Nut job.
What's that?
A right wing nut job, yeah.
He's one of the BBC newsreaders who ended up like kind of getting his booted away or whatever. I don't think he got booted. I think they just like kind of cut down the hours of his show or whatever. It's one of you'd recognise him. He's one of the big ones. And they've got basically they're positioning themselves as like the kind of English Fox News, and they're going to do like kind of constant.
Zuby will get a show in there, Fox and Lawrence Fox will have a show in there.
I don't know why he hasn't. I don't know why he hasn't been signed up for it yet.
I bet you he has. He'll be like, he'll come out soon.
It'll be his next career move for sure. Yeah. So I was listening to a podcast about it the other day, and it seems like it's a really good idea for the right wingers. I think right wing people should have a TV news channel. Fuck it, like if they've got to talk somewhere. Like we need a full political spectrum or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and it makes good things for other people to take the piss out.
It's not even that, man. It's not even that. You know what? No, let me say something. Yeah. So if you can have opinions on things, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Like say you don't like there's certain things you might not like, yeah. That's cool. You don't like trans people, you don't like this, you don't like that. All right, cool. That's whatever. And you know what? Again, opinions are opinions. I don't even hate people for having opinions, yeah. What I don't like is lies. That's what I don't fucking like.
Yeah.
So,
that's why Fox News is bad, because when they lied about all that shit to do with the election, they got all these idiots riled up. And then
that's
they
the thing. And I say this all the time. If you have to lie, you're wrong.
Yeah,
but this is the whole point, right? So this GB News.
Yeah.
If you look at the kind of kaleidoscope of news and opinions and all that kind of stuff on that side, it's mostly made up of Brexit, anti-masking, anti-vaccine, whatever, taking down statues, wokeism, all of that kind of stuff. How the fuck are they going to actually fill up a 24-hour news channel with that? How many times can you talk about statues being taken down? How many times can you talk about people?
But
all the lying and all the hyperbole. Because they have to fill 24 hours worth of news up. Because they were talking about it being like rather than like a news channel like BBC where there's news bulletins and they're telling you what's going on in the world and stuff like that. It's going to be more like a chat thing like LBC. So, you know, on LBC, they've got extreme right-wingers, they've got extreme left-wingers, and they kind of balance it all out in that way. But on there...
Well, they ain't got no Nazis on there, have they?
No, they got. I mean, I say extreme right. I mean, kind of hard right and hard left people. I mean, they haven't got like kind of...
Griffin.
Yeah, they haven't got the proper, but it's right and left. But on this, it's going to be all right. But they're going to have to inject some left into it to otherwise Ofcom are going to come and like fucking take them down.
But so Fox ain't got that in America. They don't have to do it in any left.
No, they don't have.
They got no Ofcom.
They got no Ofcom.
Murdoch loves it. What
do these people talk about? That's all they fucking talk about, and there's nothing positive around any of those things, apart from like this weird idea of freedom and national pride and stuff like that.
But see, that's to me, this is why I say like that's their entertainment. I said this the other day in it, or maybe I said it today on Facebook. Like some people needed the pandemic here because it gave them before the pandemic happened, their life was shit. Whereas now they got something to fight against or fight, whether for or against. So there's certain people that only post COVID stuff. So every day, COVID is a hoax. COVID is a hoax. But if COVID is a hoax, your life is a hoax because that's what you're posting. What are we doing here? Like,
absolutely.
When do you actually go and have fun? Like, go and live your life. So, to me, like, I don't have any problem with people having different opinions. Like I said, as long as it's not lies. Whenever it's lies, that's the shit that pisses me off. So the Marxist being the BLM being Marxist, let's like. From people who don't understand what Marxism is so weird to me. It's like, explain what Marxism is. What are the different parts of Marxism? Is
who is Karl Marx?
What kind of Marxism?
Who the fuck is Karl Marx?
Yeah, like
Karl Marx is, and then you define what Marxism is.
And what part of Marxism don't you like? What part of socialism don't you like? You were fucking clapping for the NHS the other day. Like, it's some weird shit. But I tell you one thing as well, which I kind of figured out. When it comes to football, to a lot of people, football is the most important thing in life. So that's why they have so much, like, they don't care about racism at all. And people were like, oh, how could you boo for the people kneeling, but then you're clapping when the black person scores? They really don't give a fuck. Like, a lot of it is stuff that they really don't give a fuck about. Like, a lot of these people will boo but go to bed and not thinking anything about it. It's only us that gets offended by it because we take it really seriously. The other, like I said,
that's because it affects our lives.
There we go. That woman the other day, and she's like, oh, well, whatever, laughing emojis. I'm like, why are you getting all defensive? The reason I'm getting defensive is because I work with young people who get fucking killed. I work with parents who have young people that have died. That's why I'm defensive, because this is my actual fucking life. It's funny to you because you live out in fucking Wankenshire and you've never seen a black person. But I live out here. We really do this. This is really our life. So you can be online making jokes about it, but it's not a joke to us. It's only a joke to you. And that's why things get changed, because we see stuff, things have to get changed. And then you get all surprised, like, oh, what's happened here? It's surprising to you because you don't live in the real world. We live in the real world where change gets made. And I don't want to fucking talk about this anymore because it's fucking pissing me off and I don't want to be like them. They can have their own show.
They can have their own channel. They can go and complain about statues 24 hours a day. Right, so let's talk about Loki.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Let's fucking do it.
I quite like this. I thought it was all right, Loki. Yeah, it was all right.
I thought it was fucking wicked.
Is it? Have you? But do you know the story already?
Times, you cunts. What?
Oh, see, you know the whole story already.
Would you say you watched it 3 times, Terry?
I watched it 3 times.
I've only watched it once. I'll try to watch it again tonight.
Yeah.
There's loads of shit I missed the first and the second time.
But because you've seen, is it a story from the comics already or what?
I don't think so. What I mean, the time adjustment agency and the time wardens or whatever they're called, I'm fucking shit with this stuff. Yeah. They exist. And basically, like that's the opening to Secret Wars. Is so like
does
it like, because you know all the shit that's kind of coming, do you get?
But you don't. You don't at all. Like there's like a few things that kind of based on the comics, but they always make it slightly different. Like WandaVision was basically House of M, but slightly different. Like, well, very different actually.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't really know what's like properly going on. There's like kind of, I don't know, little similarities and similar characters and stuff like that. But yeah, you don't really know what's going on. But this is shaping up to be wicked, I reckon. I reckon this is going to be my favourite one.
Heavy Spoilers said that, yeah, I think so as well. Heavy Spoilers said it's based on kind of 3 different comics they're taking bits from. So they got quite a lot of stuff to kind of pull from. There's a lot of Loki content out there already. But yeah, first off, like the tone of it, the feel of it, the budget's back.
Yeah, the budget is definitely.
They gave it, but it makes sense though, because he's like, this is not. Actually, no, I don't know. Why does it make sense? I guess because Falcon.
He's a major character.
He's a main. Yeah.
He's been there like he's the longest kind of lasting supervillain in the MCU. He's been there since almost the beginning. He's been there since Avengers. He's been there before Avengers, obviously in Thor as well. But he's a major character and these are major Hollywood stars as well. So like they've chucked some budget behind it.
They really have. It looks sick. The sets look amazing. The acting, man, like straight off the bat, like, you know what I mean? They came out, showed the fun side, the serious side.
He's great in it. Like both of them are like Owen Wilson or Clive Wilson?
Owen Wilson, man. He's him in it. He just does him. Like he smashed it. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is the fucking every Wednesday shit. Like, I want it midweek, man. Give me that shit on a Friday or some shit.
Yeah, I like it on a Friday. I mean, I'd rather have Bad Batch on a Wednesday and Loki on a Friday for sure.
What's Bad Batch?
It's the Star Wars thing. It's the...
Oh, shit, I haven't got into that. Because you know what?
I watched 2 episodes and I've stopped now.
I need to watch Clone Wars first, though, innit?
Does it get good?
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
It's all right. Like, it's not... It's a good thing to... Like, Friday nights have been pretty disappointing with, like, Bad Batch and what's the other one that's on? The Marvel one, what's it called? The other animated one? Ah, fucking hell. But the
MODOK.
I remember.
MODOK, yeah. So those two are good, but they're not engaging me. That's why I'm so excited for Loki. My life has been pretty fucking empty since Falcon and Winter Soldier finished, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was watching another one, Project Blue Book. Have you seen that?
Project Blue Book? No.
Yeah, you seen that?
No.
It's got the guy Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
And he's a scientist. And he gets recruited by the American government it's like in the 1950s to investigate the UFO cases. And it's all based on like the real UFO cases that they...
Is there superheroes in it?
Nah, they're probably going to be aliens in it though.
Is there tits in it?
Probably going to be, I don't know.
Right, and I'm warming up to it now.
But The Expanse has got loads of breasts in it and you didn't like that.
Yeah, it's also got weird men's hats in it. So I'll tell you what I did watch. Me and my sister worked it out in like 2 nights. It's Sweet Tooth on Netflix.
Sweet Tooth was amazing, man.
What is that about?
It's weird as shit. There's so many different things that combine in there. Like it feels like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from the 90s at the same time as being like quite an up-to-date, almost like utopia kind of thing. It's about like a big world-ending pandemic and hybrid children come out of it. So like the children that are born after this pandemic happens are all like hybrids between animals and children. I started watching it. I was like, I'm not going to like this. I'm not going to like it. And by the time I got to the last episode, because the last episode is a bit rags, to be honest. Like they cut it at kind of where they shouldn't have cut it. And I lost my shit at the end. I was like, what do you mean there's not another fucking episode? Because it leaves you on a proper cliffhanger.
It was.
So there's going to be another series then?
Yeah,
it's
man.
got to be.
100%,
Yeah, it's got to be.
I think that's for comic book as well. So I was cool from the first fucking episode. I'm a person. If there's any sort of monsters involved, I am in it. I am down.
100%.
if you add some sort of fucking acute monster, then I'm definitely down.
Yeah.
And I just think like the premise is really good.
I was pulled in from the second where they had the shot of a baby that was half baby, half puppy. I was like, I am
fucking amazing.
100%.
That sounds fucking weird.
It's so sick, man. And I think like it has all the stuff that I like, man. So it has the way it's just like the production value is amazing. The little kid acting is fucking incredible.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
That black guy who's from round the way, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah, what's his name? He's been in loads of shit as well.
I don't know his name, man, but he's English.
Yeah.
He started off Cass. Yeah. Like anytime I see him doing some shit, I'm like, yep.
He was in Game of Thrones as well, innit?
He was in Game of Thrones, yeah. And in Game of Thrones, his slave girl in Game of Thrones with like the veil over her face.
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking maybe, yeah.
She's one of my students. She's one of my DJ students.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Friend of the show.
What kind of music?
Oh, pop and house. Her and her friends, who her friend is like this big social media influencer. They're both called Lara and Laura. They're fucking killing it. They're absolutely fucking killing it. They're DJ. Well, they were DJing all over the world. Yeah, what's his name? I
don't know.
I don't have my other laptop. My other laptop's in other rooms, so I can't even.
I thought his character, they was stupid in Game of Thrones, like when his character kind of like did that little thing and then just kind of like disappeared, like in
You know what?
That whole bit was a bit crap.
You know what? I don't give a fuck about Game of Thrones. But anyway, Sweet Tooth, yeah? Like, Sweet Tooth is fucking cold. Yeah. And the way, like, the reveal at the end as well, like, who better people are and stuff, I thought was wicked, like, the pacing of it. I thought all of it was sick, man. And I thought it kind of set up a nice little universe. You can have a couple of seasons of that. Like, obviously, they're all gonna grow up, hopefully. Like, I reckon, yeah, man. I thought going
back to Game of Thrones, yeah. Going back to Game of Thrones. Yeah. So this guy I know, he's an MC in Los Angeles, yeah, Dre. Yeah, he only just started. Nah, not Dr. Dre. There's another guy called Dre in it. There's a lot of Dre's in Los Angeles.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
there's Andre the Giant. There's Gangsta Dre Star.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's Dr. Dre.
The other Dr. Dre.
The other Dr. Dre in New York.
Wait, is he dead?
Yes, I think he died, yeah. Dre Dog.
Who died?
Did Dr. Dre die?
Dr. Dre and Ed Lover, Dr. Dre. I think he passed away.
Oh, did he?
I think so. I'm not 100%. No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
If you're not alive, rest in peace. If you are alive, big up yourself, brother.
Yeah, man, big up. Yeah. And then so it's like he just started watching Game of Thrones this past month, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna watch this Game of Thrones series now." He said it on Facebook, yeah. And then I warned him. I said, "Look, finish when season 6 ends. Stop, yeah, just stop." And then like. The other day, I just seen his status. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers, man! You made me watch this fucking bullshit, and now this fucking shit happens. He's going mad, isn't it? He's proper pissed off that, like, the Series 8 ending and everything like that, man. I was like, I told you, innit? I told you, stop at Series 6, man. End the Series 6.
Do you reckon though, like, like how they do like remakes, yeah?
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. He had his leg amputated.
Oh, see.
Well, diabetes or what?
Yeah, diabetes.
Damn, man.
All right, you know like how they remake movies, yeah? What if they just remake season 7 or whatever? They just go,
there was that whole campaign, wasn't there?
They're like, yo, do it again, man. Let's have a do-over. Because you lot really fucked it. You lot really fucked it, man. Like,
it was that whole campaign. And there's like, they're saying with it, there's that whole campaign as well of pissed off Star Wars fans who want them to redo the whole sequel trilogy. I'm like, oh, why the fuck are they going to do that?
Where
mad,
I feel, do you know what though? I feel like the era that we live in, where the fans have such a loud voice.
Yeah.
They really should be listening to the fans a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like whenever you listen to the fans, for the most part, it goes right. Like, why are studio execs and A&R still a thing? Like, they're not creative people. We had this. Wait, who was I talking to? I was talking to Answer. I was on the phone to Answer the other day, day before yesterday. And I was telling him how there's a an A&R that I know who's like a really good A&R, like done some of the biggest artists in the country, biggest artists in the world actually, who sick A&R, right? And having a conversation with this guy, and he was like, yo, I'm gonna send you some beats. So I've just been making some music, and you know what I mean? I'm gonna send you some beats. And I was like, all right, cool. So he sent me this folder of beats, yeah? And these beats are the most garbage beats I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like, I'm telling you, because like, so there's certain people I'm moving who aren't really producers, but can make beats. And their beats aren't the greatest, but they're okay. This ain't like that. These are like, the sounds are whack. Everything about it is whack. Like everything about it was just like, this is absolute garbage. And I don't get how can you tell me, yeah, that my album, yeah, man, it was good, but you should have done this, that, and the third. I'm like, how can you be telling me that? But when it comes to the beats you're making, they're absolute shit.
That's the problem with the music. It's when it's music business that fucks the whole thing up.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily even music business. It's people that live in a vacuum of their own music, and they think they're completely unself-aware, and they think that they can like kind of comment on what you do when what they do is actually shitbag.
Yeah.
But then no one ever tells them they're shitbag
because of their position they've got in, or what?
Because of the position that they got in.
Yeah. So that's the problem. That's the whole fucking yeah.
But I don't know how are you so self-unaware? So okay, I can make beats, yeah. I'm not the best producer. I know I'm not the best producer. I know that sometimes I put out songs and the beat it's like, there's been projects I've done in the past, yeah, nothing to do with Vision, but nothing when I'm working with Shapes. But before that, there's stuff that I made that was just like, it was okay, but it's not great. And I understand it's not great because I know what greatness sounds like. I know I'm not fucking Nutty P. I know I'm not fucking whoever, fucking J5, any of these people that you want to talk about who are great producers. That's not me. But I can make, you know what I mean? I can put a little drum loop and a little things together. I know that. I don't get why someone else can't hear their own music and go, yeah, you know what? That's not great, you know? That's not something I would.
It's self-delusion. It's self-delusion. I was having
being a cunt. That's what it is.
It's self-delusion. It's self-delusion. Like I'm not going to get into too much of the context of it, but I was having a conversation with someone today to do with something that I'm doing tomorrow. The thing that I'm doing tomorrow, I've done consistently every single week for the last year. I've got everything down in the process, the way that I do it. I asked this person as a favor to someone else to be on this thing that I'm doing tomorrow. I sat there and read 50 text messages of everything that I was doing wrong. Bear in mind, I've not met this person before, and I literally had one conversation with them on the telephone, and I'm just including them because someone else asked me to include them as an expert on this thing that I'm doing. I sat there and I was like, how can you be so self-delusional to think that you can tell me what I'm doing wrong when it's not something that you do, and I've just looked at what you do and it's fucking awful. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. I've said way too much about it already, and I doubt they will ever actually listen to this anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. But like, it was coming from a place where no one has ever actually told them that what they do isn't that great.
Yeah.
But they
not knowing the terrain you're working in. So when I first got with Broken Souls, when Depp Road was finished, yeah. So what happened was we had a parent label. So once the album was finished, the parent label were like, "Oh, we're gonna do a launch party." So we were like, "All right, cool. Like what we'll do, probably get Cargo or somewhere smaller, and we'll just, you know what I mean, we'll do it. We'll do a show. We'll get some other acts in as well to come and do some like support acts or whatever, and just make a show of it." They were like, "No. That's not what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do it in London. We're gonna do it in Cornwall." And so that first, I'm like, who the fuck do I know in Cornwall? What the fuck am I gonna do? Depon Road, yeah. It's about like the road, and you're taking me to fucking Cornwall.
Not Depon Pathway. Not Depon Horse Crossing.
So like Depon fucking beach. Well, that's a good. Yeah, I might do that, man. But anyway, yeah. So
Depon Sandbanks, yeah.
So then he goes, do you have 2 hours worth of music? I was like, what? I was like, wait, what? He's like, have you got 2 hours? What I want you to do is we're going to invite all the press down and you're going to do a 2-hour show. 2 hours.
What press are going to go to Cornwall?
The fucking Cornish Post.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, right? So he goes, and so this is a conference call, but like, so I'm kind of like, Ims is kind of going, yeah, man, yeah, we could do that, and I'm like thinking, what the fuck? So I was like, yeah, I don't have 2 hours worth of music because this is my first album, and the album's only an hour long, like with skits. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? He's like, nah, man, we'll do like an hour. You do 1 hour, then you're in the middle. You have a break where you'll answer the press questions. Then you do another hour, and I was just like, this is not how we.
Listen to Elijah. Why are we still here?
after a fucking hour.
And why are we in Cornwall?
Yeah.
Like, what
I don't know. Anyway, should we get on with the second half of the show?
Let's go with the second hour.
Stuff that I'm just going to make up on the spot.
I was going to freestyle. So I was just like, we don't do sets. Like, we don't do 2 hour sets. Like the longest set I could do, I think our Glastonbury set was 40 minutes. And that was really like having to, we did a lot of songs and it had a lot of other people involved in it. And but obviously on the call, I was just kind of like a little bit quiet and just like, right, what the fuck is going on? As soon as I got off the phone, I'm like, I ain't doing none of that shit. Like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm not even doing a fucking London show now. Like, we're not doing nothing. And then that's literally how my deal got fucked up. But to me, I was just like, oh, you lot don't know what you're talking about. Like, you lot, I'm involved with you guys who are supposed to know what you're doing. You have no idea. Even from the time, I think I've said this many times before, they were like, how many CDs should we press up? And I was like, this were the times we would press up 1,000 at a time. So I was like, yeah, I guess if we're going to go crazy with it, maybe do 2,000, maybe 3,000. No, we're doing 10,000. I'm like, what? Like, what are we going to do with 10,000 CDs? And this isn't 10,000 CDs that I can sell on the street. This is 10,000 CDs going to shops. This is my first album. No one has heard of me. We are not selling 10,000 because you haven't even done the fucking... There's no marketing budget. What the fuck, man? Like, and all the... Yeah, anyway. We're going off on a tandem on a whole different...
What with the only time that I've seen, like, a journalist from London travel all the way down to fucking Cornwall, yeah, was for that film Blue Juice, where he said he's going to surf the boneyard. And it's Keith Allen. That's the only time I've seen that happen.
I know what all those words are. I know what those words are. I've just never heard them in that order. I don't know what the fuck.
You ain't seen that film, Blue Juice?
No.
What's that film? You know, it's got some.
Why were they going to Cornwall?
They go in Cornwall to go to a rave. Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
Oh, it's in a film.
It's in a film. Yeah, Sean Pertwee or whatever, he lives down there with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
How have you got inside information on Hollywood? Like, what's going on here?
Listen.
Yeah, and then Ewan McGregor selling paracetamols at the rave. He gets beaten the fuck out of. And then this other guy goes mad and he sees the woman who played Guinevere in the King Arthur film. And he takes the pills.
Tell me what's going on. Going on.
And he goes in he tries to get Guinevere, like, and he Jenny Agutter, innit? He's Jenny Agutter, you know, the actress. So he tries to church her by dressing up as a knight. And then she's like, I'm not actually Jenny Agutter, I just look like her. And then Keith Allen's down there and he's saying to Ewan McGregor, get your boy to surf this fucking...
Yeah, is he having a stroke?
Huh? What you say? Nah, this is the plot line, bro. But then like, Sean Pertwee's like, nah, fuck it, I ain't gonna do that. It's crazy. I surfed it when I was young. I ain't gonna do it now. Then Ewan McGregor, he decides to surf it because Keith Allen tells him,
hey, son ain't
giving you no fucking money. This is the plot of the film, innit?
Okay, the AC man's done.
So you're
lost any feeling in your face.
Have you not seen this film?
That's not. That was.
Have you not seen this film?
No.
Man? Hold on. 1 minute.
What are you doing? What happened?
I think we broke AC, man. I think we broke him. Oh shit, man.
I can't believe you ain't seen this film. It's a big 90s movie, man. You ain't seen that?
Bro. Nah.
It says, look at the bottom.
What's it say at the bottom?
A smash hit movie.
What?
Look it up. Film it's decent. It's decent.
What
film
service
still.
station did you get that from? What service station did you get that from?
I got it from a charity shop.
Okay.
Charity shop.
Alright,
Innit?
cool,
I just seen it in there. I was like, yo, I remember this film.
That's on VHS, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not even a DVD.
He was like, oh shit, I remember this smash hit. I remember this smash hit movie. Oh my God, it's like reliving my childhood. Fucking hell, man.
When did it come out? What year is it?
Oh,
I think
shit.
it's what, 1995.
Classic year.
Damn, man. Like,
That was a pretty good year. Yeah,
Didn't
man.
Space Jam come out then? We watching Space Jam. You watching
Something
fucking
like that.
Blue Juice.
I think I was with your suspects.
Yeah.
I watched that as well. Come on, man. But
I'm gonna actually die, man. Fucking hell, AC, man. Oh fuck. Oh, what you fucking doing, man? He went
I
off,
think
man.
You guys need to watch that film, man. But I
That
told
was
you the whole plot
of
anyway.
Juice.
Right.
Yeah, I told you the whole plot anyway, man. So now you don't need to watch it.
Yeah,
really.
fuck for that. Cheers for that.
Yeah.
I've been doing this. This is
Do you
what I'm
want me to
drinking.
tell you the whole plot for The Expanse now as well? So
Nah, please don't.
No,
please
please,
fucking
no.
don't. I beg you not. So this is what I'm drinking, yeah?
Oh,
drinking
just
tonic.
tonic water by itself.
Yeah, man. That's
It's
the
supposed to be wicked in this weather, tonic water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got malaria.
shit.
It'll help with malaria if you
I
get
might have.
malaria.
I
Yeah.
don't want to get malaria.
It's got quinine in it.
I met this
That's why
girl,
you drink it.
Erica, gave me malaria. Nah, it's not gonna work. It's a new song I'm working on, AC. You wouldn't know that about it.
Yeah.
Then she had my daughter, I drank some tonic water.
It's supposed to have cinnamon in it. I can't taste no cinnamon.
Cinnamon? What is that
Clementine.
flavoured one? Special flavoured tonic water or what?
Yeah. Always the flavored, man.
Oh, okay.
Always the flavored shit.
Thinking
Delicious
that
and
might be
low.
us coming to an end now, isn't it?
What's that?
What's that?
That's a good 2 hour podcast. I honestly don't think we're going to beat Blue Juice.
I think we peaked.
I think.
Hold on. The other one, wait, where is it? Where's the other one?
No.
No. Come on. Where is it? I told you about this last week and I sent you the fucking link. Did you not watch it on YouTube when I sent you the link for it? Huh?
And this the one about the Manchester doorman.
Liverpool, yeah.
Doorman.
He bites the guy from Man, he bites his ear off.
Is this a home DVD?
Shooters. Yeah, don't you remember Shooters? I was telling you about it.
No, I remember Shutters.
Yeah, this is Shooters, the Liverpool film. You'll remember it when you watch, because you used to, we used to get, I think Terra told you about it. We got it from Blockbusters, innit? Yeah.
I think I've seen it.
That
I
one.
think I've seen it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not. Oh yeah, wait. Is that a film? A documentary?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a film.
but it's
But
about
shot
some real
like a
shit, though, isn't it?
documentary.
Okay.
No, it's not. But it's not. It's like they're all guy. What happened was this guy Dan Reed, who made the film, he went up to Liverpool.
Oh, there's no actors.
He wanted
in it.
to
He's
make.
just got, real people. Yeah.
He wanted to make a documentary about the Liverpool gang situation, something that happened, and then he met all these guys, and he said, "Why don't we just do a story?" And they just got them to act. But it's fucking sick, man.
I watched them New Mutants. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of times. It just came on now, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I enjoyed it the first time. Second time is I have to watch everything twice
Same.
just to really absorb it. And the second time, I don't think I enjoyed it as much as the first time. Not quite though. I think it was a bit of a damp squib to come out of the X-Men universe because it's the last X-Men universe film, isn't it?
It didn't feel like X-Men. It didn't feel like a Marvel
No.
movie. It didn't feel like.
I think they only mentioned the X-Men once in the whole thing because the whole thing is supposed to be like the premise is they all think that they're at some kind of X-Men training camp. But then I won't ruin the rest of the film. But yeah, I think they only mentioned X-Men once, but yeah, it didn't feel like an X-Men film. But that was the whole hype behind it. It was supposed to be like a horror film in the X-Men universe.
Oh, it weren't scary enough though, man.
Scary.
They should have done that. Those fucking scary tall men, yeah?
Yeah.
They should have had them like way more.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think that was...
I mean,
was it a cartoon or...
No, it's a film.
Cartoon. Oh, shit. I ain't seen that. No, where's that? Where can I watch that?
Now TV.
Okay, I ain't got that. So I'm going to have to go on the other thing.
Yeah. Then TV.
You seen this one?
Capricorn 1. Nah.
I've got no chance.
Banging.
Oh, do you know what we need to do then?
This is on Amazon. It's on Amazon, I swear.
No, do you know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We need to do a fucking... I wanted to do this before, yeah? We need to do... there's two things we need to do. The first thing we need to do is us watching AC's shitty films.
Yeah.
Cool. Reactions, yeah? We need to do that. And the other thing we need to do a live Instagram podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I think we should definitely do, and it's kind of biting two Jews and two black dudes, but I think we need to watch a film and then review the film. All three.
Yeah, but we should do it like while we're watching it. We could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like how Red Letter Media do it sometimes, innit? They do the commentaries.
But AC's got to pick the film, and it has to be a film.
Cool.
Do you know what? I'm pissed off, man. I threw my fucking VHS. You still got a VHS player?
Yeah. I got one. Yeah.
Gangster.
Still got it. Yeah.
All right, cool. So it's got to be a VHS film, or maybe DVD.
Okay.
And then you got to pick it out of one of your shitty films, and then we'll just we'll watch it.
So this one's about they do a fake landing on Mars.
Okay.
Capricorn 1. It's got OJ Simpson in it. James Brolin, who is in the original Westworld. He's in Westworld. Look, there's OJ on the back. OJ there. Yeah.
Hey, AC. Put that on top of fucking Blue Juice, because they're the films we're fucking watching.
This is actually a good film. This is a good film.
I'm sold. You say OJ Simpson, I'm fucking in there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
In fact, it was $2.99 from Computer Exchange as well. And it's got
no, $2.50, man.
$2.50. There we go.
Yeah, that's right. We got to figure out how to do that, because it's summertime.
And it's got Kojak.
Well.
It's got Kojak in it as well.
Oh shit! Proper Kojak.
Yeah, Kojak's in it as well. I can't remember what. Telly Savalas. He plays a pilot.
I love how he knows all these people's names and shit. I don't know no one's names. I know fucking Al Pacino has it, and Denzel Washington.
Elliot Gould in it as well. Elliot Gould, he's a good actor.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
These all were famous when I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I want to say something that I forgot to earlier, Terry. I was in Carpenter's Park yesterday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and it's like, you know the road that when you're coming off the main road that leads to Watford, and you come off
off Oxley Lane and you turn left, Carpenter's Avenue.
Yeah. Like driving on that, it's like you need palm trees either side. It's like fucking snowfall, man. It's like this long road, right? And it was like sunset. Shit, looked fucking beautiful.
It's a beautiful area, man.
Amazing.
I lived there for whatever it was, fucking 30 years or whatever. Every day I was there, it was sunny. Like, you could be anywhere else in the world. You turn left into Carpenter's Park and it was sunny. There's kids playing on the street, like postmen walking along, like a dog whistling a tune behind him. Like, it's a beautiful place. But yeah, that Carpenter's Avenue, as it goes down, and you can see that hot mess of South Oxy over there.
I couldn't even see South Oxy, so I was just like, it just looked, well, it doesn't even look bad anymore, even if you could.
No, I know. Yeah, it's a completely like, different place now, isn't it?
Yeah, Carpenter's Park, that's the fucking place.
You not seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's big. Yeah,
that's big.
See, that's an actual classic. People actually heard of AC.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite, everyone knows about that. Not fucking Blue Juice. Fucking hell.
See.
But yeah, man. Big up Carpenter's Park.
What are the shops like in Carpenter's Park now? Are there any new shops?
I didn't go that far.
Did you not?
Nah, I literally just went just down that road and then kind of did the loop back where the bus goes. So didn't see the shops. But what used to be there, the co-op
The Co-op, they opened up a fish and chip shop just as I was leaving. They also opened up a pizza place at the pub just as I was leaving as well. I was a bit gutted about that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, but they had like a wicked little fire up cafe there for a little while as well. But I don't know if that's still gone. Oh, that's still there, should I say? I really need to go to South Oxy and just like kind of walk around and experience it, because it is a completely different place now, isn't it?
It's crazy, man. If someone dropped you in the middle, you wouldn't even know where the fuck you were.
Fucking
Seen that one?
What's that?
Road Racers.
No.
You seen that one?
Who's
Big
that?
film.
Who's in it?
It's got Salma Hayek. Yeah. David Arquette. Is it David Arquette?
Yeah.
And Jason Wiles. I don't know who it is, but it's by Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, fair
Sick
enough.
film, but it's not like not well known, but it's a sick film. 1950s.
Most of your shit ain't well known, easy. I don't know where, like, you got, yeah, you're doing it, Brad. You're doing it. We definitely got to do this show because it'll be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, 100%.
But well, I don't think there's nothing else to really talk about, really.
Nah, fuck the Euros, fuck the G7.
What's the Euros?
Football.
Oh, okay.
G7.
I was there. I was in Wembley today when it was actually quite nice, to be honest. Like, there was only about 25,000 people there, and there's usually like fucking 80,000 people there.
Sure.
So it was actually quite carnival-esque, like all the England fans and all like the kind of Croatia fans all drinking it up before they went in. It was actually quite nice.
Oh, what? It was going on in Wembley Arena today?
Yeah, Wembley, yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
They split it all off. They split it all, like, there's like 5 different host countries, and I think England is one of the host countries. But they're in Wales, they're in fucking wherever. Like there's because usually they just have one nation where they base it, and everybody kind of goes and plays there or whatever. But since this pandemic stuff, I can't even remember where it's. I think it was supposed to be in Russia. But they've split it off into like loads of different countries now. It was actually all right today. It was quite nice. Like, it was, I don't know, like football matches probably should be, and everybody was all kind of getting along and having a very old time.
That's not how football matches are meant to be, are they? I thought it's just meant to be like hooligans, violence.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
I'll tell you what, man, for all the shit that goes on online, all this shit people talk, in real life, everyone's fucking as nice as fucking pie.
Yeah.
For the most part, ain't no one saying none of that racist shit.
Nah.
They're being fucking polite to you as they can. It's all fucking online bullshit.
Yeah, 100%, 110%.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I got I bought a pizza. Oh, do you know what happened to me?
What?
You remember the other day, when I was in here, right? So I'm in here doing this podcast, right? Corinne had fucked off somewhere. I don't know where she went. The girls were like, "Oh, we ain't got no dinner." So they're texting me, while I'm in here, right? So I ordered a pizza. We don't just eat or whatever. Pizza Hut. Ordered a pizza. Got some wings for myself and garlic bread. Yeah. I come out. Yeah. These fucking little cunts. Yeah. Ate my fucking wings. Like all of them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm cold shit. So today I had to get my own wings. And I got my own pizza as well.
Mate, all I've done is order out. Like, since I was down at my sister's, like for the last week, I have had a plethora of food. Like, all I've done is, like, there's a place just underneath my sister's that do like vegan pasties.
Oh shit!
I haven't eaten a pasty in like, I don't even know how long. They're fucking banging, man. I must have had about 8. I had like a vegan fry up. Had like a vegan pizza. I don't even need to say vegan, to be honest, but I had burgers. Fucking everything. Like, I had these unbelievable seitan wings. So they're like chicken wings. And usually when you get these things, like these vegan things, they just like, they got some batter around something and they kind of taste all right once you put the sauce on them. Yeah. But this place, fuck. Let me. I'll tell everybody who it was afterwards. But like, these fucking vegan wings, it was like proper KFC batter.
Oh, sick.
I haven't had that in years. Like, I haven't had that in so long. And like, the actual seitan in it was all right, but like the batter, it was unbelievable. It was fucking unbelievable. It was like I was eating chicken wings.
Well, I'll tell you where it's going to be the best fucking vegan restaurant out. It's going to be the Vegan Viking.
The horny vegan.
Horny vegan. Bro, let's not talk about your exes on here, man. Let's just
I was going to say that pretty much describes me, to be honest.
Because the Viking hats have got horns on them, innit?
Yeah, but you don't have
And
to
then
go
it'll
there.
get the pervert people wanting to come to your place as well. Like do you know what I mean? They'll see
You
that.
don't want pervert people coming all over the place. That's not what you want. It's a fucking
money though, man.
The food establishment. It's
money.
It's a family.
Come to the fucking park with me. I'll fucking give you one. I'll fucking... Yeah, snip on the boxes. Get up, Let's go in the toilets.
The pervert pound, man. The pervert pound, isn't it, man? The pervert pound.
The horny Viking could be like one of the cocktails or something, isn't it? Like that could be.
The horny vegan, you mean?
Your horny vegan, yeah. That could be like
that's the one.
Yeah.
It's a cocktail with no cheese in.
Or you can have it called the vegan Viking and then the underscore right in the horny vegan. Do you remember when I used to want to open my own chicken shop? Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember.
We had that discussion in the car, innit? I was like, it's going to be called Dead Chicken. And then, like, that'll be the name of it, innit? Like, okay. Dead chicken in a box.
Straight off the bat there, like on day one. Yeah. You're in the negative, mate.
But you need to if you call the restaurant Dead Chicken, your chicken has to be fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Has to be the best chicken. Has to be
it's just got to be dead.
No. All right, AC, you're not getting it. Cool. I'm not trying to help you anymore. They're telling me you're right, mate.
I'm trying.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I'm following Gerald Ratner's like School of Business. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. Explain.
Yeah, again, cultural reference from the 80s.
You don't remember him?
No.
Yes, I know who Gerald Ratner is. I doubt anybody else does.
Everyone knows, man.
I don't. What are you talking about?
It's the guy who had the jewelry shops.
He was a jeweler that traded in
shops.
the lowest grade jewellery that you could get.
Okay.
And then he got an award, a business award, yeah. And then he went, it's all a load of crap. Well, I said, all the stuff's crap anyway. I'm surprised anyone buys it. And no one bought it anymore. The stock plunged. All of them closed.
He went straight out of business.
So that's what you're planning to do, yeah?
Yeah, why not, innit?
The nastiest, most disgusting chicken. Like,
stop trying to help him. He's got his plan.
Might as well. Do you know what I mean? Because like life is all about experiences. So you might as well experience opening a chicken shop and closing it.
All
like
in
most
one day.
people do it like for 25 years. Then they close
grand opening, grand closing.
Oh God, fucking.
I'd have like the outside thing would be a skull, like and crossbones in it. It would be like that, like the
a chicken skull,
side,
yeah? A chicken
skull, and then and dead, and then chicken on the other side of it.
Right, let's fuck off because I've got to go and get some treats before the shop shuts.
All right, cool. Fuck it.
You got to get what? The pints of milk.
Yeah, I've got to get 2 pints of milk. I've got to go
some cheese.
Yeah, got to go get some cheese. No, I've got to go get him some treats.
Oh, treats. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've run out of treats.
Who's Harvey the Squirrel, by the way?
Harvey the Squirrel?
Does anyone know who that is?
No.
Okay, cool. I don't know who that
Must be a fairly famous squirrel if he's got like... if he's got his own stuff.
There was a whole like controversy in drum and bass this week, innit? And it all kicked off. And this someone I know.
Terry, why did you started this? This is Terry, your fault.
So this is what happens, yeah. There's a raid.
I mentioned my dog.
No, yeah, there's a raid.
He goes off on an absolutely fucking mental
No, there's a Project 72 weekender going on at Pontins Canberra Sands, innit? Yeah. And so they shared like a image of the shop on the beach, a Premier, you know those Premier shops?
Yeah.
And it's called BJ's on the beach. So they were like, we do the best to bring you the best weekenders ever or whatever. And they had BJ's on the beach shop there. So then that caused a whole controversy. So you had a lot of like people like laughing at it. And then you had some people saying this is really distasteful. How dare you promote your event like this? It's sexist. Then you had some female artists coming on saying, yeah, fuck you in your all-male lineup. I don't want to play there anyway. And then it was a whole argument started as whether that was sexist joke or whether it's not. Because then some people were like, yeah, but it could be the man giving the blowjob or blah, 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 blah. And then what happened was, people were arguing back and forth.
Was it Islington?
It's in Canberra Sands, isn't it?
Oh,
so people were arguing back and forth, yeah. And then it all got in someone's inbox, yeah.
Big days in a stranger's house.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Then like the geezer, he's obviously like, his girl was getting in beef with this other DJ who's a woman from Bristol, isn't it? So then he's gone in her inbox saying, "Why are you threatening my girl or something?" And then she started arguing with him, and then he started calling her Harvey the Squirrel because she I don't know who Harvey the Squirrel is, so I got a bit confused in it. So I was just wondering if you know who that is, because then she screenshotted it all and got him dropped off she put that on thing. So then the event he was playing at in Bristol, they dropped him off the lineup in it because they had all these people complaining about him because he said his girl's gonna be there and she'll slap her up at this event and whatever. And then the event dropped him, and it's all quite dramatic. So yeah. So I was just wondering who Harvey the Squirrel is. I don't know who that is.
Did you Google him?
Nah, I didn't. I thought I'd just ask you lot.
Obviously, I wonder about it that much then.
I just thought you lot might know, innit?
No.
Are you getting anything? You're Googling him now, yeah?
Harvey is an intersex red flying squirrel mix. Loves Batman, steampunk, and Rainbow Dash. He's a clean suit and character who is young among furries.
What?
He's a furry? I don't know. I've no idea.
So because he said she looks like Harvey the Squirrel. So maybe that's what he's referencing, yeah? An intersex squirrel.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll have to call him up and ask him.
Give him a shout, see what he says. Let us know next week.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
All right, guys, listen. People, I don't know what to say, man.
But this goes on in the world of drum and bass every week. There's a new controversy literally every week on Facebook.
And you update us on it every week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just mad.
I can't imagine there are any listeners left, but if there are any listeners left, if you've made it this far into the podcast, I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm judging you for making it this far into the podcast.
But that BJ's on the beach shop is
I
really
didn't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I checked out of this podcast at least 15. Yeah, it is absolutely nuts. It is wild. Okay, so if you made it this far, even though I'm judging you, I'm bigging you up. Thank you for being part of this fucking.
And we can't apologize anymore.
We cannot apologize anymore. Jesus fucking Christ. Lost for words. But guys, listen, man. Have a great week.
But when a man goes would a woman, yeah?
Would
that be called a BJ? Would that be called a BJ?
I don't know.
That's what some people were saying, isn't it?
I'm so sorry. Listeners, I'm so sorry.
Like, obviously, if a man went down on a man, that's going to be a BJ as well, isn't it? So but I mean...
We covered that in the Islington episode.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with this podcast.
we won't be back next week because we won't be
back next week.
well, we have to be back next week because we've got to find out who the fuck Harvey the fucking Squirrel is.
Yeah, it's true. Make sure you
find. You already found out.
No, but that might be. There might be multiple Harvey the Squirrel. There was two Instagram accounts called Harvey the Squirrel.
Oh.
My dog's going mad because I keep saying Harvey. He wants treats somehow.
I forgot.
He keeps saying Harvey and treats, and he's just looking at Toby like, why? I forgot
that your dog was called Harvey. That's like Bruce Wayne and fucking Clark Kent.
Martha.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm trying to say goodbye. I'm trying to end this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to end this podcast. So, guys, please have a good week. Have a blessed week. Stay safe. Look after yourself. And we will catch you here next week on the How Are You Doing, Mate podcast.
I'm going to mix this out.
Peace.